God damn, that's a bit bright. Ooh. Anyway, what's up? Welcome to another installment of appabend stream. Apologies for the lack of hats or glasses. As usual, I don't know. I just tried to wear them right now. I just feels so uncomfortable these days. Maybe there's gonna be a revolution in next year. Just glasses, hats off, removed. Maybe uncap is coming back. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing very well. What you guys have been up to? What you guys have been listening to? What you guys have been playing? What you guys have been watching? What you guys have been fapping to? If you are not into adhering into No Not November, which I'm pretty sure most of you don't. Or at least try to. And then fail immediately. But anyway, how are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Let me know in the chat below. Actually, no, not below. On the right, left side. I should put it on the left side actually. What is? Actually, no. That's the correct placement. Anyway, on the right, on the left, whatever, on the bottom if you're on YouTube, and we're gonna spend the first 1 hour and 9 minutes of the stream talking about stuff before we actually get into the streams, the hooplas. Thankfully, no election hooplas, because I do not give a shit. That's why I said on Twitter it was so freaking boring. The Twitter timeline is so boring. There's not a lot of cringe, not a lot of anything interesting. It's just election stuff. It is so predictable. It is so gray. It is so monotonous. Just election, people talking about this, people talking about that, voting this, voting that, fraud this, fraud that. Can we just talk about literally something else? The same thing that we've been talking about for the past couple of meme streams. But hey, at least it's much more interesting than the freaking election. Also, what the fuck is this? Did I just... Damn. Cut that off. Stay there. Okay. Anyway, let's get into... Oh, what have I been playing? That's actually a good question. I actually want to do a review of Crysis 2. Because Crysis 2 is so freaking good. Replay Crysis again. Remastered got cracked. I would not want to touch that freaking thing on Epic Games Store. But apparently Epic Games Store, as last time I checked, Epic Games Store now has a backup. The backup actually works this time on Epic Games Store, which is cool. That's all I want from Epic Games Store. I just want the backup feature to be good. If the backup feature is good, then that's fine. I'm gonna use your store. But the backup feature for the past, like the early times when I use Epic, it's just trash in general. The method is still the same, but at least it manages to recognize that, hey, I installed 100 gigs of Red Dead Redemption 2, and all you need to install is just the updates. So the launcher only installed like 9 gigs of updates, which is good. That is good. Just install the updates. That's the way Steam does it. But anyway, yeah, so I decided to play Crysis Remastered again. I've beaten Crysis Remastered. I was about to do a recap or an uncap, review on it, but I decided, it's more of a tech demo. I beat the game in like 5 hours because the game is way too short. It's more of a tech demo at the end of the day. And Crysis 2 is just a lot more. It's definitely Crysis 2 is a lot more linear, but it's a lot more focused. The narrative is a lot better. A lot more narrative focus, a lot more story focus, and I just love Crysis 2 in general. Until Crysis 3 comes in, ruins everything, and then Crysis Next. They decided to make a freaking battle royale out of Crysis. Why the fuck would you want to do that? But yeah, there is that. And what else? Other than Crysis, I've been watching Schindler's List. I've watched Schindler's List. Holy fucking shit, that film is amazing. I can totally see why people consider it as a masterpiece. It is such an amazing film. Love that film. I haven't seen it in a while. I've only seen it barely on TV, but now that I've seen it in full, holy shit, this film is brutal. Loved it. And then I saw a couple of episodes of Legion. I haven't finished it, but I do want to continue on even further. It's a very interesting take on the X-Men universe, the X-Men franchise. It takes place in the perspective of a guy who's clearly not mentally well in the head, or you think so, but we'll see it anyway. Yeah. There is that. What else I've been watching? I've been planning to watch The Shield as well, because Southpaw recommended me The Shield. Everybody recommended me to see The Shield, and I wanted to see it because I got that downloaded. Gonna see that. Let's see. Let's get to the chat here. Lots of discussions. Anyone here playing No More Heroes? Oh yeah, the game is out on Switch right now. Excuse me. game No More Heroes 1 and 2 is out on Switch, so if you're interested to play those two games, they are out on Switch. We do want a PC version, but they are out on Switch. Oh, speaking of Switch, apparently somebody got a copy of Shin Megami Tensei HD remaster of Nocturne, and unfortunately, from what they've been playing, the Switch remaster is god awful. Still, there are some parts of the game that are still in 4:3 aspect ratio. Some parts of the game are incredibly laggy, very poor performance on the Switch, and the game runs at 30 FPS even on the PS4. The Switch is understandable, but for some reason the game runs at 30 FPS also on the PS4 version of the game. Atlas, really bad port apparently on Nocturne, and it's not really looking good. So I'd say wait for the reviews before you go to the pre-orders on that one, because the news that I've been hearing on the Nocturne remaster being shit, it's not good, guys. It's just really not good. Nocturne itself, though, it's a fucking awesome game. I love Nocturne, but goddamn, the port on the Switch, from what I'm seeing on people's reports on social media, it's bad. So yeah, let's see. Let's get into the chat here. I need to get a USB Wii remote to play Wii games on emulator, which is an English sub, unless I can finally continue learning Japanese. I don't understand why people get so upset. Playing a Super Famicom game, which has been fully translated, called Arifa. Cool. I'm playing Super Famicom game. Man, I've been doing all the uni yet, but still could do more than that. Any suggestion, homies? I never thought that Appa changed the stream's time to 5 p.m., did I? It's its usual time. Once I can compose music to games, making a few dating sims, need a good skilled artist, good skilled programmer. Normies and woke crowd invading gaming, and us fans getting screwed. Overall, this year seems straight from the beginning and the end days. It always happens every year. They're always gonna find a way to, the normies and the woke crowds, to take over gaming and screw over the fans. I've heard people say the same thing in 2017 or 2016, but now that we're living in 2020, well, 2020 is pretty bad, but it's not because of that. It's something that is just to be expected. And anybody who hasn't jumped ship out of, the things that have gone woke lately, I mean, what are you guys doing? Why are you guys still staying there? Oh, also, forgot. Donations, links down below, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to open my Streamlabs. I forgot to open my Streamlabs window. Donations, links down below, ladies and gentlemen. You can donate to me right there. Streamlabs, link down below. Let's see if we can make it to $50, $50, which is enough to pay for the internet and not enough to pay for rent. My rent is like $500 right now, because I'm going to move into new house, and it's gonna be just me, my brother, and my sister on the house, just completely independent from parents finally. But yeah, let's see. Can we see we're all in the demolition, man? We have our stuff censored. We are silenced. We have to hide ourselves. I am trying to raise rats nowadays because my country is telling me that I can't eat food anymore. Mixed with other dystopias, actually anime being called weird is a good thing, meaning eternal 1990s. Sadly, spending time on creation needs to learn some form of money. As Reggie Gold Eagle puts it, make it whoever invited into trouble gets banned as well. Don't know about the rat thing. However, yeah, some of the best and iconic anime were for the 90s and 80s. Objection: One Piece exists. Better die as a hero than live long enough to become the new Inquisition. Let's see. That's another one. Yeah, although making only invite-only groups need people to get new people. I'm really liking the Pokemon Sword and Shield Crown Tutor DLC, especially the Dynamax Adventures. It's a lot of fun. The only thing left for me to do is get all of the Regis. Okay. Yep. It's time. But I am not a fan of the Brotherhood of Steel. I don't think a lot of people are a fan of the Brotherhood of Steel. I had no idea that other than what you mentioned, creating your own industry and gatekeep to a certain degree. However, I would like to salvage a lot of series that woke crazies have poisoned. First, we're gonna need to define how they actually poison the new woke series, because the thing is, if you're paying attention to the newer stuff and only paying attention to the newer stuff, you're doing yourself a disservice. Seriously, there are a bunch of old stuff, anime, video games, films in general, that are really freaking good, both in the West and in Japanese. Both of the old West and Japanese have really, really freaking good old stuff. And if you're limiting yourself to just the new stuff and you're gonna keep on complaining about how the new stuff got woke, well, at least it's only the new stuff that got woke. They never actually, or at least so far, as far as my can recall, they mostly don't touch the older stuff. Mostly, for the most part, there are definitely cases where they do, but even then, you can find like the much older version of whatever they decided to change it to. So, yeah, don't depress yourself and stick into the new ones. Always, that's why I always try to get into the old stuff and not pay attention to the new ones too much. Let's see. Finally, something that doesn't suck this week. I know one thing: dating sims with sex options and lovely waifus and handsome waifus, mainly waifus since the West lacks that. If the dating sim games I met were translated, I can balance out the dating sims I plan to make. Hello, Appa. How would you feel about Scott the Woz? I actually haven't seen any of his videos. My brother has seen a lot of his videos, so. Oh no, it's no sleep, Appa. I like TTS meme videos mostly because I don't like listening to some loser dude that unironically calls everyone cringe or epic. Mainly watching ghost hunting shows for some reason. What's up, my man? Have you seen the glorious new Getter Robo anime trailer? Apparently, there's a new Getter Robo anime trailer, anime coming out, and a bunch of other new animes coming out. Actually, mecha anime in general, new mecha animes in general coming out. And people are talking about how mecha is dead, apparently, which apparently it's dead. I didn't get that impression, but okay. Less than 12 hours of No Nut November. Oh yeah, I also gonna unlock the Pokemon Star Tournament after I finish the DLC. College is killing me. This week has been so boring that I spent most of it watching VTuber clips and NASCAR memes. Seriously, this week has been fucking boring. It is really boring. Like seriously, if you're gonna talk about slides, right? I have, in terms of PowerPoint slides, I have 52 slides for this week, as compared to last week, where there are a bunch more hooplas, a bunch more really stupid takes. Last week we have let's see, how many bad takes we have, how many stupid stuff we have last week. Last week we have 91. Now we have only 52 because it's just nothing but election stuff, and it's just so freaking boring. It's boring. Stop with the election stuff. Nobody cares about it, or at least nowadays. This only just stupid people care about it. But anyway. Oh, this week, hello guys, I'm on my way to my medical center to get my pills, and I'll go window shopping to look at the things I'm going to buy when I get my paycheck. I watched 2 streams about the election. I went from making 25 empanadas from my coffee shop to do 125. I'm going to go to sleep at 3 a.m. after all the cooking. Thanks for avoiding these idiotic elections. Seriously. Yes, you're welcome. I am going to avoid it. It's just stupid. It's dumb. Playing Dissidia and following the elections, no jerking off, though I don't do that. Start playing Yakuza 0 still at the beginning because I'm having too much fun doing the side stories and more. Yeah, Yakuza 0 is pretty good. Haven't finished it myself, but I'm like at least 10%, 20% into the game. Greetings, fellow socially inepts. This week, Nuffle, the good god of luck, randomness, and Blood Bowl showed his wicked smile upon me. It took me days to decide on who to spend my SR ticket on Fate Go, then deciding on Nero, and then she spooked me when I rolled the story gacha for lulz. A fake fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Us, someone who uses Ash Blossom and Joyo Spring because the art is a Tanuki Loli instead of the fact it's a good card. Watch Uchu Senkan Yamato 2199. It's a good start, but it was very mild by the end. The villain was a disappointment. Okay. EGS is for morons. Are we already lagging? Hey, Appa and chat. I'm munching on chicken wings. Heard that Watch Dogs Legion got its source code leak. Apparently, it got 500 gigs worth of source code leak, but apparently it's also not enough to cover the entire game. Like 500 gigs. I mean, granted, there's a lot of data in the game. It could be just copies of multiple files of the same thing. I mean, if you're familiar with game development in general, 500 gigs does not cover, like, all of the freaking AAA development in games in general. I mean, there's a lot of things that are more than 500 gigs. I don't think they cover all of the entire freaking game, but I think the EXE is in there, and maybe they managed to be able to crack the game out. And why is Mia posting a video? Let me double check that. Huh. All right. Your PC did run Crysis. Yes. Crysis Remastered ran on my GTX 6060 Ti. The thing about Crysis Remastered is that you don't need an RTX graphics card to play it with ray tracing on. So I tried the ray tracing. I put everything on very high. The game runs at sub 30 FPS. And that was immediately at the point where, like, okay, I'm putting everything on high, but I turn off ray tracing, and the game now runs buttery smooth at 60. That's how ray tracing hurts performance. The game looks... And you see, the funny thing about the game is that I play Crysis, the original Crysis again. I replayed the original Crysis again, And then I asked my brother to install Crysis Remastered on his PC, and then we look at the same scene, the same areas side by side, and my brother said that the original looked better. In his opinion, that is a very interesting take. The remaster does look a lot more vibrant color wise. The original does look a bit muddled, a bit monotone. But even so, or at least compared to the remaster, but even so, it's still a tropical island. It's still pretty bright. It's still pretty graphically intense for the time, at least. It still looks well to this day. So, yeah, I'd say good. It really depends on what or the version that you're looking for. But remaster does have a bunch of really cool features, really good additions, in my opinion, that makes it better than the original. For example, the fact that you can toggle crouch, which the original cannot do. The fact that you can toggle sprint and also toggle aim. All of that, switch back and forth between all of that. That is good. The original does not let you to hold aim, which is stupid. It only lets you toggle aim. Yeah. And there's also the new suit. The remaster added the new suit control. The controls for the new suits like in Crysis 2. But the problem is it was badly implemented. That was the only bad thing for the remaster that I can think of that was really bad. But anyway, heard about the Watch Dogs leak and it's 500 plus gigabyte side. Yes, talk about that. Opinions on the HD remaster so far. Apparently it's shit. So I haven't played it myself, but people who played it, from what I've read it on social media, it's trash. So yeah, yikes on that. I started Osomatsu Season 3, pretty good so far like the others. Recently beat Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. It is freaking amazing. Amazing game. I have only one big issue, but that's just one big issue with the game. I have only one big issue with the game, but aside from that, I fucking love the Virtue's Last Reward. Hi up, I've just started typing some sort of hot take. What Australia did by banning anime is somewhat similar to what Indonesia did with their internet positive internet. Yeah, I mean, it's to be expected. I've been playing even more Yu-Gi-Oh! I made a Chaos deck with my monster being Chaos and Ruler, and damn, do I feel like shit using it. Me, what I've been doing is fanfiction stuff. Going to review a story called Define Hero by some guy named appabend. Oh, come on. Seriously? Don't do that. It's trash, dog. It's trash. That was my high school writing at the time. I'm not saying that my writing today is much better, but it's somewhat better. Somewhat. Got myself a GameCube emulator and currently playing Fire Emblem Power of Radiance. Cool. Hey, appabend, ever played Destiny? I played Destiny 2, but after the tutorial, the game decided to get a bit MMO-ish, includes other players, and at the time I just quit. I couldn't be bothered. Also got Among Us on Steam. It is surprisingly fun so far. Yes, if you can find friends to play that. So, man, that Trails in the Sky FC and they had me disturbed. Was not expecting that game to go wild in the last hour. Yeah, of course. A lot of things got wild in Trails in the Sky. If Persona 5 Royale ever got ported to Switch, should they acknowledge the huge demand for Persona 5 to come into Switch? Well, considering that they really botched the port for Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, I'd say I'm kind of doubting on Atlus doing ports on Switch right now, but Digital Devil Saga games are lit. One more console rejected. Can you give some examples what's bad? Like I said, some of the menus are in 4x3. The game lags and chugs like hell. Some cutscenes are also still in 4x3. They decided to do that thing where you have a 4x3 aspect ratio on some cutscenes in the game, and then they just zoom out, and then blur the background of the entire thing just to fill in the space. It's really weirdly done. And then when you get into Matador, the fight with Matador, somebody streamed it and it was lagging. By the time Matador shows up, it just lags. It chugs into like 1 FPS and it's not very good, let's just say. No More Heroes is great. Not the one I asked for, but still pretty good. Yeah, the SMT3 HD news is killing me. Atlus has been screwed over. You know it's bad when even the Japanese version is a mess. I kind of been sleeping, not literally, on JoJo Part 5 for the past few weeks. I'll probably get back to it after the meme stream. Fun fact, the Nocturne Remaster was made in fucking Unity, and they didn't even pay to remove the watermark. Jesus. Good. Yikes. Jeez. That is a yikes if true, but goddamn. You ever played any Gothic game? I did actually, back when I had my old laptop, my really, really old HP mini laptop, but I don't remember that much of it, so I can't really say I played it. I did play it, but I just don't remember much. Sounds like Atlas doesn't put any effort in anything that isn't Persona anymore. That's a shame. Nocturne deserves better. Back to playing it on my hack PS3. Having a blast replaying some Dreamcast games like Crazy Taxi 2 through emulator. Daylight savings in the US made the time change. Oh, all right. Interesting. Stupid. Daylight savings then. It's just confusing in general. But anyway, heard this stuff back in 2016. Wait, Crazy Taxi is a sequel, apparently. Crazy Taxi is pretty fun. Also, I've been watching The Mandalorian, and it's a bland series. Ooh, really? Mandalorian, they call bland series. I really liked the first season. It's definitely a lot better than a lot of the newer Star Wars films. I can say that. But that's the thing about The Mandalorian, is that it gives us something better than trash. The standards of being better than the trilogy, the sequel trilogy, is the standard has been put on so low that anything that is better than that is automatically better. But at the end of the day, come to think of it, Mandalorian isn't exactly as good as I remembered it to be, but it's still entertaining nonetheless. It's a lot more entertaining than a lot of the newer Star Wars films that I've seen. And it's the same thing with the Outer Worlds, in that the Outer Worlds at the end of the day was fine, but it's thanks to Obsidian being the reputation, being the people who made Fallout New Vegas, then they making a post-apocalyptic RPG-esque game, first-person shooter RPG. Thanks to their reputation of doing that with Fallout, people are expecting this game to be great, to be better than the newer Fallout games, and it is better than newer Fallout games. It's just okay at the end of the day, at least in my opinion. But anyway, we've been doing the same dance since 2014. Ayunda Risu, Squirrel VTuber, start doing short videos about Node at November because nuts. I started an alternative account for the Fire Gacha game, and of course there I get all the top tier units and waifus while also being barely able to play this due to limited resources. Fix the lag. Also being sorry for being late today. That's perfectly fine. I'm afraid that the remaster might give the newcomers a bad impression of Nocturne. Yeah. And Hentai November. Okay, let's all get together and build that rocket to Mars. Late in game moment. Is that your brother in the background? Of course. What reaction would you have if Australia tried to declare a war on Japan because of hentai? Well, aren't they already doing that? Aren't they already doing exactly that right now by banning everything hentai related? I mean, we already talked about that last week when they banned No Game No Life, but they decided to not ban cuties for some reason. It's stupid, but anyway. What's wasted over 100 Saint Quartz for Pancake Loli, got useless Lancer and Pig Witch instead. Your bro is staring at that. Those Gen Z crack addicts are a bunch of narcissistic, unintelligent clowns. I feel sorry for the parents that created, give birth, and raised those horrible psychopaths. Which one ranked the longest? One Piece or Detective Conan? I'd say, well, if you look at the dates, I can't exactly do my research right now, but if you look at the dates, you should find which one's long the longest subjectively. But in terms of progress, I mean, One Piece actually progressed. One Piece actually progressed their story. The characters actually grow up. The characters actually do stuff. And whereas Conan just stays still on one place and barely progress in the past, 10, 20 years? If the Switch port is bad, how Nocturne remastered in other consoles perform? Again, PS4 is also bad. I already said it, so... I don't care about the 2020 election, so much so that I don't know, and I don't care who the new US president is. Am I a horrible person? Apparently, if you're on Twitter, if you say that, you're a horrible person. My new Fire Emblem waifu is a woman who has a brother complex and turns into a goat. Does that make me to a cuckold and a furry? I watch and play new and old stuff. Appa is more American than most Americans. What if you already have played all the older games? Well, you cannot possibly play 100% of all older games. That is impossible. That's not a thing. That does not happen. Go keep looking. Keep looking. I'm pressing X on you playing every single old game or old TV series and all of those, etc. You're gonna play the No More Heroes games? Probably not. If I have cash. Streamlabs, links down below. Why did the dead always vote Democrat? Dunno. Why are we talking about election? Likely because they don't know about the old stuff. Not that I need more Lancers though. Or at least I don't be like Twitter this week. Twitter's just boring. It's just election stuff. I expected cringe out of the election stuff, but it's just boring. It's just boring cringe. It's just monotonous, the same thing, the same takes that you expect out of people doing, the bad takes that you expect out of people doing the election. It's just boring. Really freaking boring. I'm watching old and new content as there are things to check out. New content I enjoy it. Staying with what I love is to enjoy it, then view the new woke content aspects in fan fiction. Watch the Rex. Get a Robo, you say? Seems pretty dope. You watch NASCAR? No, I do not watch NASCAR. While you are expending money on your gacha waifu games, I'm rolling in my singing monsters. Not exactly dead, just very low amount of mecha anime that gets me as the last couple of years. The only thing that kept me occupied outside of school is Mario Kart Tour and the election. In my opinion, one candidate is fiercely brave but foolish, and the other one is kinda authoritarian. Don't know. Don't care. The only thing interesting that has happened in the Yo Mama channel is Edit it turned into Joe Mama story mode. What? You look like you need sleep, man. I always look like I need sleep. Like, if I wear the glasses, people would not tell me that I need sleep. But if I don't wear the glasses, I'll always look like this. This is just how I naturally look. And I tried to remove these bags, these eyes, the dark liner eyes. Even my girlfriend has this issue. She tries to remove that, and I'd say, fucking just deal with it. You just cannot remove this. You just cannot make yourself to look untired. And actually, frankly speaking, wouldn't this be a more authentic, a more realistic look instead of just wearing your glasses and faking it to everybody and pretend that you're not looking tired even though you are? But truthfully enough, I am pretty tired, but still. Read Helper. I do not know what that is. I'm in the stream to get away from the election stuff. Sorry if someone mad from my previous chat. You should watch the video The Curse of Evangelion. It tells you that escapism is bad and you have to face a world that makes you want to kill yourself and not have waifus. Is that what the video say or what the anime says? The meme stream is for laughs and enjoyment and a little cringe. I think we should all vote for Kanye and then the discussion all is too boring to think about. Can I donate for a sound suggestion? Sure. Yeah, you can. Marika, can't you have a normal election for once? Hello, Appa. Trump wins, SJW riot. Biden wins, woke SJW still riot. Damn it, man. I'm Scottish. My best friend has been texting me nonstop about the election, despite me telling her I don't give a shit. I hope Trump wins, just a teaser. Hey, not much really has changed since last week. Still playing Mario Sunshine and still watching Lane. I only have 3 episodes left and I like the part with the alien, but I do like the show. Return to Payday 2 a little bit. I still can solo stealth a bag. Feels good, man. Ben 10, Generation Rex, Heroes United. No worries. I watched the General Robot trailer. Woke crowd and socialists are voting Biden. Literally do not care. What is your favorite Twilight Zone episode and what do you think of the Jordan Peele reboot? I haven't seen all of the Twilight Zone episodes to name my own personal favorite. And I also haven't seen the Jordan Peele reboot. Apparently the Jordan Peele reboot is not that great. So, bought Code Vein and been playing with a friend. Best anime character, maker, and comes with a free game. Yep. Being woke means you are asleep. Biden is a genocide. Shut up about it. Same as the American dream. You have to be asleep to believe it. Compared to for George Carlin. It's always the loud supporters and dumb people always get the spotlight. The news. A fine comedian. What do you think of Phineas and Ferb? I haven't seen Phineas and Ferb in a while. But from what I've seen, it's fine, I guess. Abba's brother be like, doesn't this fucker ever shut up? Doesn't you ever wake up? I mean, I'm just saying. Everyone's asking the same question. Greetings is already also tiresome. Does anyone know some great underrated unknown RPGs? Can't really think of one at the top of my head. Most of the RPGs that I played are somewhat well known, somewhat in a popular franchise. Maybe I should go more obscure RPGs. I should try Vegan Story. What if Japan took certain American shows making anime versions that the anime versions are better? Samurai Jack made a Japanese anime studio. Watched a lot of horror movies last month. Now that October is over, I have to say Tetsuo the Iron Man is best horror movie I saw this year. Did you watch Hellsing? I haven't seen Hellsing, but I do have Hellsing. So do you ever think you make a Discord? I do have a Discord, but it's only for Patreons and subscribers. So if you want to access my Discord, go subscribe to Subscribestar or Patreon. But my Discord is also open. You can also find my Discord and if you go to depends Mahler's and I am in Mahler's Discord. I'm pretty much there in Mahler's Discord if you want to get there, and I'm also in Mia's Discord if you want to contact me through Discord. But yeah, have you ever played Death and Request? I have played Death and Request. I haven't finished it, but I really like it so far from what I've played. I do need to finish it though, because from what I've been playing, the game is pretty interesting. I want to get the goddess from Dungeon Maker and corrupt them, but you can only get them on higher difficulties and get a stream roll through the entire dungeon. Being RNG based doesn't help. Do you know Generator Rex? Nope. What is your opinion on Gendy Tartakovsky's Primal? I do not know what that is. Excuse me. I kind of want to get Immortals Phoenix Rising, but Ubisoft's been up to some scummy shit more than usual. I'll see what happens. I mean, seriously, when it's Ubisoft, you know it's bad. I mean, it's freaking Ubisoft. Come on, y'all. We've already talked about Ubisoft so much at this point. One-sans or Emoto, Zappa? I'd say One-sans. Day 5 of November and 25 more days and I'm still going strong. Cool. Robotnik 31 buck. Here's my song suggestion. I think it fits. Let me do a little bit of excuse me for a moment. Let me do that before we what is this? Hey! Hey, I love that movie. I love that movie. I freaking love that movie. I do not care if people say that film is bad, but I fucking love that movie. That movie is Jingle All the Way, by the way. The one that stars Arnold Schwarzenegger where he's looking for the Turbo Man robot. I fucking love that movie. Movie's fun. That movie's freaking awesome. I do not care if people say it's bad. It is pretty bad though, but it is one of my guilty pleasures. Anyway, thank you for the suggestion and thank you for the donation too. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I'll definitely gotta put that. I do really love that scene too. Yeah, it's the scene. It's a scene where the Sinbad character, gives a guy a package and pretends that it has a bomb in it, but it turns out it actually has a bomb. And then he says, "This is a sick world we're living in. Sick people." I recently just started playing the Portal and Half-Life series. If I earn my gamer cred now, apparently not. You have to play the Witcher series as well. I don't know. The people's standards have been messing up lately. Let's see. Australia is hopeless. My story. I once watched Doraemon movie where the main antagonist name is Desta and is in the name of that Indonesian celebrity. Cool. Project Melody got banned on Twitch and some 3D designer asshole want to copyright her 3D model. Yeah, I've read that. That is awful. Yo, Appa, show us your deck, mate. Do you seriously want me to show my deck? If I show this, I might cause an apocalypse to the entire world. I am still I'm still a card-carrying member of the Velvet Room, so I'd say that is a very bad suggestion. Do not do that. Jovi Haida, $1. Actually, here all day for the stream. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Blue Eyes Chaos Max is blessed Blue Eyes. Feel bad also to Thailand for banning porn. Been reading a Gate fanfic, Operation Martial Justice. It's Gate all over again, but it stars in Paris, not Tokyo. It's great that my wife who's in Yu-Gi-Oh! Finally got their own structure deck. They ain't good, but they're less bad now. I am not trans-Polish. Also, watch the new episode of Primal. Gotta say, Tartakovsky's Killer rocks hard. It's awesome. Australia is a mess. You look dead inside. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Also, yes, App, I will review your story. Why? Because I want you to notice me, Appa Senpai. Where's Persona 5 Scramble? Where's Persona 5 Scramble, Lamau? I mentioned you in one of my drawings on the Twitter. Really? I did not know that. I did not know that. I did not see that. Can you re-tag me? Can you re-tag me? No Not November may be canceled for some people, but for me, No Not November is still going on. Let's see. Dang it, Australia. Oh, sorry. Alarsua. Favorite Meguka girl. Meguka grill, Appa. I don't think I have a favorite. Do you think devs should downgrade graphics PS2, PS1 to make more polished and less buggy games? I think they should. You know what? I think they should. I think, because you see, there are a lot of video games right now that embrace the pixel aesthetics and they are still pretty good because what matters is the gameplay. Why don't game developers embrace the early 3D PS2, PS1 graphics and make a game based on that, except run it on 30 FPS, except run it on 60 FPS and fill the game with a lot of content. The graphics are shit, but there's tons and tons of content in it. And come on, why aren't a lot of games doing that? Why is Atlas gay? Don't know. You should really make a video dedicated to your fanfics. They can't be that bad, right? I too have written fanfics that would make you wonder why I'm not in Arkham yet. My fanfics are pretty tame compared to what a lot of people wrote. I try to be serious in my fanfics, which is not what people are looking for in terms of fanfiction in general. So what they're looking for something crack. They're looking for something that they read on it for a moment and think, okay, this guy must be smoking, or something along those lines. Falcom Games are the best devs. I failed that 5th day of No Not November because many encouraged me to bust a nut. Unity is a trash engine. Geez, when did Atlas get this incompetent? Do you know Riverdale? I know Riverdale, but I'm not too familiar with it. People like you motivate me to keep on working on the world building of my visual novel. Cool. Did you watch Jujutsu Kaisen? My brother do watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't, but he said it was pretty good. So, well, you can take opinion for it as well. He also played a lot of Genshin Impact, so finally playing Dark Souls to the end. Daylight saving needs to just go away. It's completely pointless. Nocturne Lucifer's Call for me was my first SMT game. It deserves a lot better. What makes Unity a trash engine is people doing asset flips and dad's 3D porn visual novels. When does daylight saving time kiss in Indonesia again? I have no idea. Star Wars is overrated. What's better, higher FPS or amazing graphics? I'd say higher FPS is a lot better than amazing graphics. So I can play games with like putting it on the very lowest setting just pretty much fine. So, but if I can, but my standard is like 60 FPS for the most part. I can just, if I can play games at high on 60 FPS, I'll play games on high at 60 FPS. I do not want to just sacrifice the graphics if I could just play the game smoothly and it still looks good at the first place. I'd say get a balance on it. So looking forward to Hajibari no Kiseki, Tales of Arise, use 9 SMT5. Considering Batman wants to prevent any kid from feeling how he did when his parents were murdered, I'd say the no killing rule, unlike what you say, has a good reason to exist. Man, it's an old video. I don't even know what the fuck I said in my old video. I do not even know what the fuck I said. So I can't even say, I can't even conceivably argue the point that I made in that video. So I don't really know. I'm also have urge to continue writing or typing in my case the story I created, but I don't know how to continue on that mid-story. That and the fact that I'm too distracted on the internet. How much money would you accept if you had to put a picture of shipping Scott DeWaz and Ruby Rose in your game? Why? I don't get it. Why? It just why? The Outer Worlds is Dragon Age Awakening. And I hated the gameplay. I love SMT and Persona. I'm finishing the Thieves Guild questline in Skyrim right now. Cool. Do you know Sabrina the Teenage Witch? I'm not too familiar with. I know Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but I haven't seen the show. So they should have ditched the character creation and expand the quests. What the fucking point of character creation on first-person shooters anyways? Have you watched the new Higurashi anime? I haven't seen the new Higurashi anime. There's a new one. It's Australia run by pedophiles. I don't know. I would just put it on there. It may be false hope, but since the actual release, it's still a few months, so it could possibly get a little better. Excuse me. So SM33 Sport is like the Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 HD ports. The Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 ports are odd. Sonic Adventures 1 in 4x3, but Sonic Adventures 2 is in 69, but only sometimes. They also fucked up the audio of the cutscenes. Yikes. The only weapon Australia has the word cunt is not as uncommon as they want you to believe. Conan has been out longer. Neither there's a show that runs longer than both of them. Well, we're asking between both of them, so you can't exactly cheat your way on that. So Gen Z is everybody born from 1996 to 2006, right? Or am I wrong? I have no idea. The people's standards are stupid. I love both Detective Conan and One Piece. If I ever got children, I'll ground them for life if they make a Twitter account without the internet. Who is the handsome devil sleeping in the background? That's my brother. Hello, fam. Hello, Appa. There are many older games out there. Do you know Supernatural? I am aware of Supernatural. I haven't seen that many episodes of Supernatural. Why do all my German entertainment celebrities suddenly talking about election and acting like they're omniscient on politics? I don't know. People claim that they know a lot about politics. I mean, they don't. They don't. I talk a lot. I talk politics sometimes, but I'm gonna say I do not know a thing or two about politics. So, voting substitution jutsu. Biden wins. Ugh. I miss Billy. Yeah, apparently One Angry Gamer is restructuring and they're just going to remove a lot of things. Billy is included, so... Playing Elite Dangerous, things are getting heated in the universe with the Federation Empire being an open war. I low-key miss Billy, just like I think Kenji was unironically based. You should look at Phoenix games. They're meme-worthy. Phoenix games? Phoenix what? Phoenix Wright? Phoenix Ace Attorney games? You mean Ace Attorney? Yeah, I've played all the, almost all of the, not almost all. I haven't played the 3DS games, but the early Ace of Attorney games, the ones that do not have Apollo Justice, the ones that don't have Apollo Justice in it, yeah. I've already played that. Talk about that proposed Gamergate movie. I've talked about it in my previous video. I hope No More Heroes 3 has the Tsubaki MK3 and Roast Nasty in it. I've also been watching some skits made by Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Beans. Ooh, Rowan Atkinson. The funny thing about Rowan Atkinson is that I know him a lot as Mr. Bean, but his other roles are also pretty good. In Blackadder, he's fantastic. In his skits also, in general, is fantastic. Can we please stop talking about the election? It's boring, yeah. I'm kind of glad things in the US election are boring. It means there's some sense left in the US. You know, the one thing that I'm interesting right now is the freaking Ryzen. Just Ryzen, it's the same time Ryzen 5 coming and just utterly fucking wrecked Intel. I mean, god damn, the amount of wrecking that Ryzen has been doing. I mean, it's to be expected, but not to this degree, the Ryzen 5000 series. God damn. It's insane. What's your favorite late 90s, early 2000s console? PS1, I guess. PS1? Yep, this is PS1 card. 1 hour early and very heteronormative, Appa. If Trump wins, prog-rich kids will start all at war to actually overthrow him. So I was watching a review of Library Wars, and let's say I was feeling uneasy about how true the world that anime is becoming, except for the romance and the book burning. You look like you had lots of sex. Do I look like the kind of person who has lots of sex? Come on, y'all. I'm not that much of a freaking Chad to look like that I have lots and lots of sex. Come on, y'all. I do get nudes sometimes. For some reason. I don't know why people are sending me. But I wear glasses because I need them. I actually do not need glasses. So I'm just waiting for full game crat. Yeah, I also look tired 24/7. What's your favorite crossovers? I can't really say. My escapism is bad. No, fuck off. I want Calm Todd playing at December 31st midnight. I don't know what that is. Cold Steel 4 best crossover. Cold Steel 4 is the Avengers Endgame of the Trail series, so it is a crossover, to be expected crossover. I know how to make the election fun. Bloodshed, or decides the president in a smash set. That's what the video said. That's what the video says. I don't know. I don't know what the video says. I forgot. There are things. I'm sure there are a lot more nuanced than that. Thank God for appabend. Not only there's nothing but election madness going on, but brothers watch it 24/7. Also, Mario Sunshine runs on 60 FPS 1080p on my PC. It feels really fun to play with barely any lag with Dolphin. Cool. So I got back into playing Faster Than Light, and boy, do I rage. That's why the thing about Faster Than Light is that I roleplay as in Faster Than Light, I just roleplay as the most omnipotent motherfucker. I roleplay as Q in Faster Than Light, which means I just make everything just to be jacked up, the power, some infinity power, infinity everything, everybody's health. I just cheat my way through the game. I roleplay as Q, but it's fucking amazing. Love that. Ever played Valkyrie Profile? I actually haven't. I mentioned it in one video. I actually haven't played that. I'm gonna play that. Maybe play that, and also Vagrant Stories. And it's a bunch of other JRPGs. Oh, classic PS1 RPGs like Wild Arms 2, Wild Arms 3, the Wild Arms series in general. So Naruto no Kiseki and 7 Dragon Code 2020. Mecha anime will never die. Also 2021 is gonna be year of mecha anime. Front mission. Do you plan on getting Stalker STLKR2? I do plan to get STLKR2 sometime, but we'll see. Let us have some relief with escapism. I think many of us are aware of reality and just want to break from things. Underground JRPGs, stick out Baroque. I don't know what that is. Apparently underground JRPG. Well, Golden Sun is actually a good JRPG from the GBA. It's so stupid that people see the world as black and white, e.g. Trump, bad, Biden, good, no in-betweens or grays. Kota Hirano is an amazing manga artist. Is it me or the 2016 election again, but with loud and annoying presence that ever for an outsider? It's just boring. Like, seriously, yeah, it's boring. Def and Request, you mean edgy Nep Nep? Yeah, I've talked about how it's basically just edgy Neptunia, but I really like it. For so far from what I've played, at least. I'm too annoyed by very active discords to join too many. Ubisoft is worth Exterminados, in my opinion. You want some obscure RPG? Want to try Rockman X Command Mission? Okay. What do you think of the pyrocynical allegations? Apparently, they are false. They are false allegations, which is... I'm not too paying attention with the news, but from what I've been hearing from Titster and also Omegon, it's false, the allegations. So, I want a sequel to Iron Giant. Nah, no. I'm good. How do you think Travis and Henry react to Dante and Virgil? What about Dante and Virgil? I'm not paying attention. This week has been boring because my PC's broke. Put that cookie down! Down! Put that cookie down! How might Indonesia's anime be done? Meaning I am asking, what might be some good anime style shows made in Indonesia? Go Google Battle of Surabaya. That is an anime made in Indonesia. Haven't actually seen it, but apparently it's not exactly great, so... I fucking hate the Darkness Goddess. She's absolute counter for my zombie Dark Lord, who is the only one to even stand a chance to survive. An Australian YouTuber coined the term Ubisofting to define when an open world game is filled with a lot of repetitive and not that useful stuff, like mostly collectibles. Ugh. Election-wise, maybe Trump losing this can set up Biden for being a patsy for the next 4 years. Don't talk about the election, seriously. Ever played the Tales of series? I love the Tales of series. I haven't played all of them. I've been planning to play Zillia on my PS3, but I haven't gotten a chance to boot up the PS3 for a while, because I remember Nostalgia Critic review of that movie. I've watched that movie first before the actual review, but what would a fusion of the Iron Giant, Megas, XLR, and Gurren Lagann look like? Don't know. Favorite place in Persona 5? Favorite palace in Persona 5? I'd say Futaba's palace. I like the soundtrack and the atmosphere and the environment and everything. I met a father in the situation during the Monster High boom. He was looking for one of those dolls series I was working at Sam's Club at that time. Tales of series is one of my favorites. Fuse Gurren Lagann and Megas XLR. Have you ever played one of those Phantasy Star games, either the Genesis, Mega Drive RPG, or the online MMO games? I haven't played any of them, so A nice deck. Played the Tales of Games. I have played the Tales of Games, or at least some of them. Have you heard about an anime called Uzumaki? Yes, I've heard about Uzumaki. It's basically about a lesbian lolicon. That is a bit of an understatement. Yeah, that is an understatement for Uzumaki. But anyway, what do you think about Chilling Adventures of Sabrina? I haven't seen it, so I can't say. Appa has a nice deck. Now, hold up. Oh no, run. Appa, the Arcana is the means which all is revealed. Have you heard the SAP Foundation won against that Russian copy strike grifter? I haven't heard. I don't even know if they're being copy strike. So did you buy any games during the Steam Halloween sale? Not really. Not really, no. If only someone took remastering old games seriously. Never played Tales of Versus yet. Tales of Versus? Is that a thing? I know it's on PSP. I am banned from Mauler server. Why? How could you get banned from Mauler server? That is interesting. Rabani321 technically Kanye West is an openly furry rapper. He has a persona called the Dropout Bear that he's had for his whole career. What? Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Haikyuu ending is bad. Well, I haven't seen Haikyuu, so I can't really say. Andre Duskin got beat down. Interesting. Have you seen Donnie Darko? I've seen Donnie Darko a while ago, but I haven't seen it in a while, so I can't really say if I remember much on it. So, favorite Fate girl, Appa? Interesting question. I'd say Sakura. That depends on Fate. Are you talking about Fate Go or Fate Stay Night? I don't know a lot of the servants in Fate Go, but I do know. But if you're gonna talk about Fate Stay Night, I'd say Sakura. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Has Appa heard Muse the music band? I've heard Muse the music band. Did you play Danganronpa? And if you did, what is your favorite waifu? I played Danganronpa. I did not like it, and I do not have a favorite waifu. So, have you played Toho Project? I haven't played Toho Project. I forgot to tag Appa's name. That explains. Yeah, tag me. Jesus. If you made a fan art, then just tag me. Ooh, that is cool. Seriously. That is... Sketch made earlier. I had to retag you. That is pretty cool. Ooh. Lempar batu sembunyi tangan. Oh, fucking Indonesian. Good old Indonesian proverb. Lempar batu sembunyi tangan. I actually remember saying that in a video, but anyway. Jackie Best Girl, Ming Baguka is suffering. I hate the low poly look of early PS1 and Nintendo 64 games. Pretty graphics impresses casuals. Well, those are two different energies, chat. Why is summoning someone so much trouble? Cold Steel the Hedgehog is hilarious. My brother wanted me to write a Fate prototype fanfiction. I mean, I guess. Why? Why not? Yeah, I guess the girls of Pokemon are good too. Give me high quality pixel art all day over low poly art styles. Play Azure Lane Crosswave on Switch. So much loot ship girls and RPGs. How long until good graphics are considered racist? Oh yeah, the Peta Parkour Belfast. I'd rather see games that are well placed and running well over trying to get them looking good at 4K. Yeah. Not true daylight saving time is very necessary. At least gives me an extra hour of sleep. 69 FPS. RT's Weird Mysteries. Every junkie should be killed. Every junkie should be killed. RT's Weird Mysteries is good. Herc's Adventures is a nice action RPG and funny too, especially if you like Western 2D animation. Low poly PS1 style graphics seems to almost exclusively be dominated by horror games at the moment. Yeah, I think there was that game that tries to recapture that old horror, low polygon horror magic of the PS1. I forgot his name. I forgot the name. It's Silent Hill. It's so inspired by Silent Hill. So. The no killing rule literally had spawned the best Batman stories of all time. People demanding Batman to kill, literally hack, try to destroy the best foundation of storytelling for Batman. Well, you can complain to me in the past, I suppose. Killing Joke, Death in the Family Under the Red Hood. Okay, controversial take. The Killing Joke is not that good. I talked about that a while ago, but it's not very good. There's a PS1 retro game about monkeys, so not really. I remember there was a Sabrina PS1 game. Unless the FPS protagonist appears in cutscenes, there's no point. Higurashi when they cry, Higurashi when they piss their pants, Higurashi and come. So many stories that would not exist if Batman killed. Well, the original Batman did kill, so... Favorite anime with the best quality? Bat animation. How is that best quality? The new Higurashi anime is a sequel, season 24 episodes. Oh, okay. Will that be missing one angry gamer? I see Billy died. Appabend doesn't know the Phoenix games. I do not know. Rowan Atkinson, you mean Johnny English. Play Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. The final case in the game is one of the best cases in the series. Nah, I'm good. I am good. AMD, they're taking on Nvidia and Intel at the same time and recently winning. I'm honestly surprised more people know Mr. Bean than Blackadder. Yeah, that's why I've been watching Blackadder too, because Hugh Laurie is also in it. I love House, so... Then making the classic RPG with good quality using RPG Maker, not promoting actual RPG Maker. You know lesbian love looting character? I do not know. Evening, Ababin. Evening. Did you read the newest Attack on Titan chapter. I'm not paying attention to Attack on Titan, so no. What do you think is the best choice for Shinji from Evangelion, Appa? Get a therapy. Seriously. No, not November. I swear some people are being so self-righteous about it. Our buddy works on it, use it or lose it, and porn's not the greatest evils in the world. God damn it. You say that, but you do seem like a Chad. I'm not. I am not. Rest in peace, Billy, one angry gamer. Here's the smallest violin for him. Don't talk about what I send you. Let's not. Despite having higher rates than in Fate Go, I've got the feeling that the Pokemon Gacha game is so much worse. Considering that I'm out of the She and anti-HGW culture war, I've now considered the term fake fan as a slur for toxic fandom, since the obvious people, not everyone else can be a fan, but are diehard or not. I don't know. We'll see. 30 minutes until meme stream time. Oh, apparently that's the point. This chat was 10 minutes ago. Tsukihime and Kagetsu Toya. Thoughts? I haven't played Tsukihime that far to make any sorts of conclusive thoughts, and Kagetsu Hoya, I don't know what that is. So, hey Appa Papa, can I get a shout out to my It's Red Yunus Sanus cult homie? But why though? I don't mind the autocorrect. I was supposed to be say SGW. What would happen if Nintendo mobile games had dirt cheap microtransactions? I'm doubting that. Wild Arms is worth checking out. Also, I'm a Gen Z kid. I've been trying to learn more about my generation a lot. 2021 is the year of mecha games. Yes, mecha anime. Yes. Need to watch older mecha anime as well. Based on what? Out the edge. Ubisoft is better than Ubisoft. I mean, the Curse of Evangelion video about the anti-escapism thing. Again, I'm not sure if that's the video saying it or the anime saying it, because I don't recall the anime saying that. But if that's how they interpret the video interpretation, false allegations, you say. Imagine my fucking shock. Travis Touchdown and Henry Cooldown from No More Heroes. What about them? Oh, those. Okay. If you're the Dante and Virgil one, I can't really say. I'm not too much of a fan of No More Heroes to say. Those allegations look really false, like it doesn't even look like they tried false. Yup, Yugi Crazy Cheats, Muto, and Kazuto Kirito Crazy Hacks Kirigaya. You know, it's messed that Virgil DLC won't come to PS4, Xbox One, and PC until after Special Edition on next gen. Literally stop talking about the election. Heya finished and survived Sierra Princess of Power, and it's not as bad as I expected, but definitely not good. It does feel nice and funny parts, but overall just meh. Why would you watch that? But anyway, also finished rest of Motu 200X series and really like it. Said it was cancelled due to some mess up with selling toys and leaving plenty of stories to finish. Since getting the edgy male Corrin in Fire Emblem Heroes, I'm slowly getting the gay from him. Help. Everyone shut up about the election. By the way, have you played the Company of Heroes games? I haven't played any of the Company of Heroes games, actually. Freaking auto-scroll, where are you? Thoughts on Berserk, Appa? Read the manga, not the anime. So Corona every week got 1 million subs recently. Cool. I'm not sure I like this. Why not? I mean, they're VTubers. They're good VTubers. So good for them. Also, yeah, the US elections are just weird. Rather not talk about it. I'd rather talk about the Somnium Files. And we've already talked about the Somnium Files many times at this point. The election is only relevant for people who live in the US. Read Uyasumi Punpun. Wait, isn't Uzumaki the Junji Ito story? Yes. Wait, I forgot Indonesia doesn't do daylight savings. I do not even know what that is. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is well crap. Don't watch it. I'm not saying I'm gonna watch it. I'm just, somebody asked the question, have you seen it or watched it or whatever. What's your favorite kaiju franchise? Specifically Godzilla, Gamera, and Ultraman. Ultraman! I grew up with Ultraman. I'm familiar with Ultraman. I played you guys might remember Ultraman Fighting Evolution 3. I played the living shit out of that Ultraman. That's how I got myself into Ultraman. But I haven't seen all of the Ultraman series. I have seen most of Gaia. I've seen most of Ultraman Max. I've seen most of Ultraman Nexus. I've seen most of Ultraman Cosmos. But other than that, those are... I do grew up with Ultraman and I love Ultraman. Gaia's my favorite out of all of them. Cosmos feels very kid-friendly. Gaia has that balance between edgy, between dark and... it has a good balance between dark elements and lighthearted elements. Then Nexus come in. It's basically the Dark Knight of the entire Ultraman series. Just edgy, straight-up Ultraman. But now Phoenix Games are defunct UK game publisher. They are famous for masterpieces such as Dalmatians 3 or better yet, Pinocchio. Okay. If you like Haikyuu's art style, then I think you'd like Run with the Wind. Do you recommend Among Us for a solo player? No. Have you read Watership Down? I have seen Watership Down a while ago on TV. Ooh, damn. Yikes. Is the anime in the thumbnail any good? Kakigurui it's fine, but it depends on what you're looking for. I couldn't finish the first episode, didn't like the gambling and facial expressions. Yeah, that's what the anime is trying to go for. If you like that, I mean, I guess, but If you don't like that, then no. Did you hear that Kanye West said what Kanye West said about Star Wars? What did he say about Star Wars? I'm already considering ditching my country since the chances of it becoming communist is visible. What do you think of Hideo Kojima's worship of Che Guevara? Did he? I do not recall that, but anyway. Have you watched the Fate Go Babylonia anime? I haven't seen it. What do you think of it? Who's best girl, and why is it Mashu adorable eggplant Kyria light? I haven't seen it, so I can't really say who's the best girl. The duality of man. I write Indonesian and Arabic letters. Now, if only some companies were like their 90s counterparts. Did you see the new Beastars trailer? I haven't seen the new Beastars trailer. I see that I more and more disagree with some of Mahler's takes on seeing them in another way, but some, of course not all, since I'm also one, will just bury me with novels about the physics. White Vember's base. So you use Jawi Jin Basil? I don't know what that is. I've been playing and enjoying Genshin Impact. Cool. Oramatsu, I heard it clear as day. Oh, Oramatsu? Who the hell is Oramatsu? I heard it as clear as day. This like fuck to said the N-word. Who the hell is Oramatsu? You mean Okuyasu, but anyway. The Killing Joke, what's that? Killing Joke the comic? Both the comic and the film. Elia the dojins are lit. Since you know programming, do you have the tough of make a video game, even it's bare bones and never released in the public? I have made a video game a while ago using Grinfoot, but it was basic as fuck, so don't rely on me on playing video games. So the original Batman would be stuck in the 30s or 40s because it was blatant plagiarism of the Shadow. I got banned on Mahler's server for not being political and serious all the time. Really? Interesting. Any sick fucks that Okuyasu has to witness. Yeah. And a bit, maybe. Blackadder's good. I need to watch that again at some point. The Killing Joke is, we don't know what Batman is about, but we need money, so we release the story. Chloe is better than Ilya. That comes from a guy who prefers pale or white skin on their waifus. I want more hentai for Meet Doll Berserk Sakura. I ordered Super Robot Wars T online. I heard it's like Fire Emblem with giant mechs, and I love both things, so I'm optimistic. Can confirm Ilya dojins are gold. Have you seen that YouTube has been taking 100% of ad revenue of some channels because of false traffic without giving it any other explanation? What? That's stupid. Excuse me. What happened to Billy? Apparently, Billy is booted off of Fun Every Gamer. A bunch of new staffs are taking over, and they made a Q&A on Kotaku in Action too, apparently. But that's last time I checked. I haven't seen the Q&A, but they made a Q&A there. Favorite slice of life, Appa? I suppose I can't say my favorite because I haven't watched a lot of slice of life. I've watched New Game, and I like New Game. And then there's also Danchi Kokosei no Nichijou, Daily Life of High School Boys, which I repeatedly tell people to watch because it's amazing. Who is best Sakura face servant in Fate Go, and why is it Erishigal? I do not know. I haven't been paying attention to Fate Go. Didn't Atkinson star as the bad guy in the live-action Scooby-Doo movie? Yes, he did, actually. So many good Fate girls, but for me, they need to look on lingerie, in my opinion. I remember Kanikarus reviewing the Sabrina PS1 game. It was funny. What if therapist gets horny for Shinji? Make sure that the therapist is not Misato, then maybe. I suppose my experience with turn-based RPGs is bad, especially with JRPGs. They are more about grind and not about thinking. There's more thinking and spine brain when playing action RPGs in comparison. Do you think I'm underselling myself with €5 for a full commission? Depends in how much you draw the commission. So do you just draw line art, or you just draw the full graphics and everything like that? To be fair, a lot of people misunderstood Evangelion's themes, only sticking with Fire Emblem Heroes for gacha stuff, not delving into the others. If people misunderstood Evangelion's themes, they have their own interpretation on Evangelion. I have my own interpretation of what Evangelion is, and my interpretation is it's a mixed bag of an anime. You kind of remind me of Shinji. I don't know why, but you two have a lot in common. Explain. Elaborate. You look exactly like me. Fire Emblem Heroes is waifu Landa. I love Kagetsu Toya. Eris should get a lot of attention outside of Fate Go. Word of advice, stay away from Toho Project. It's a bottomless pit. Oof. No worries, man. I've been playing AI, so it's been like my current obsession. AI is fine. It's good. It's fine. It's not amazing. It's good. It's good, but not great. I'm currently watching Ultraman Geed. Thoughts on Mazinger Z, Appa? I haven't seen Mazinger Z, so... Now if Fire Emblem Heroes could make another Fire Emblem 4 or Fire Emblem 5 team banner. So you like Ultraman but haven't watched Kamen Rider? Yes. I like Ultraman, but I haven't gotten myself into Kamen Rider as much as Ultraman. I did watch a couple of episodes of, what's the anime called? A Kamen Rider, I would say ripoff, called Grand Caesar. Grand Caesar. Do you guys know Grand Caesar? I do remember watching a couple of episodes on that. The theme song stuck in my head, the opening theme song. So, yeah, there's that. There's an Ultraman who henshin with a toothbrush. Do you think part of Danganronpa's popularity is the art style? Well, it is one part of the one part of the popularity. One reason why it's popular. I should say that the Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2 HD ports without mods are the worst versions of the games. Sonic Adventure 1 has worse with worse lighting, worse glitches, and it's only in 4x3 ugly purple bars. Ugh. Once you already listed your favorite Ultraman's Ultra series, what are your favorite Ultraman monsters and aliens on the franchise? I cannot pick one because I do not remember that much. I did not remember that much on the Ultraman fighting game evolution either. Uh, so I can't really pick my favorite. I haven't remembered the names too. So, but look at the bigger picture. Whatever happens in one country could have an impact on the rest of the world in the future. See China. Hot take: MASH is overrated. What is MASH? Thoughts on Legend of the Galactic Heroes? Greetings from Argentina. I haven't seen Legend of the Galactic Heroes. So, what character from any series is your spirit animal, Appa? I can't really say. I like Arthur, Mysterious Horror X Alter more. In Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, Kojima was constantly filleting Che. Okay. I haven't played Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker that far to see that, so. Nexus opening song is the only thing I like. Kanye absolutely trashed the newer films and adored the prequels. Oh, that! I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. That's stupid. That is weird. But I do agree with this take. Excuse me. That anime has a local live action version. Billy was one angry gamer's spine. Everything happening recently is just depressing, man. I've just been listening to music like Pink Floyd, trying not to get too miserable again. Yeah, honestly, if you ask me, everything that's been happening is depressing, but not in a way that you might see it. It's depressing for me because it's fucking boring. It is boring. Nothing exciting happens. The election is boring. I expected a lot of cringe, a lot of salt of mine. But there's nothing. It's just boring stuff, people being boring. It's like everybody's souls are being sucked out of everyone. It's just insane. This week has been boring. It has been absolutely boring. It's just, that's why it's agonizing. Anyway, Kotaku in action. Isn't that the subreddit which birthed Gamergate? No, it's a subreddit made after Gamergate, but it is a hub that has a bunch of Gamergate stuff. So, have you seen the trailer for the new Getter Robo anime? I haven't seen the trailer. Anime girls in swimsuits or lingerie, Appa? What's the bat buggering difference? Why not both? Do you know Tatsuro Yamashita? What do you think of his music? I do not know. Thoughts on the potential KNY live action? Kimetsu no Yaiba? Live action? Yes, there have been several reports several Japanese companies are fighting for the rights right now. Why Kimetsu no Yaiba though? Why Kimetsu no Yaiba though? Why not that anime with the Yakuza who's being that anime with the freaking Yakuza not anime, the manga with the Yakuza who's trying to live a normal life. Put that in live action. Actually, a lot of slice of life anime in general should be put in live action. So, you say you aren't a Chad, then how do you explain the blue hat? Arashiki Kai is Rin, but Dara is and blonde and wears shoes, which makes her already top tier. Adorable graphics, oof. Do you know Netflix Ultraman anime? I don't know about Netflix Ultraman anime. What's your favorite crazy phrase from Kakigurui, and why is it Yumemi? I can't pick because I haven't seen Kakigurui, so I haven't seen Kakigurui that much. I only seen clips of it. My impression of Evangelion is depressing music. Found my Indonesian counterparts, I guess. You ever seen Garo? What is Garo? Garo the character? What? Do you watch Mother's Basement? Nope. Blessed Slice of Life, great Teichiro Onizuka. That's apparently one of the greats, but I haven't seen it, so. Most of Danganronpa's popularity is the shipping. The shipping? I'm only thinking of the second try fanfic when it comes to Evangelion. Grand Caesar was a tokusatsu show created by Toho, the Godzilla guys. Arashiki Kai is not a Sakura face, she's a Rin face. MILF, mommy clone, or crazy German girl appa. Can't pick one. Who said that? Who said my precious Kohai is overrated? Don't know. Mash Korea Light. Queno Fiste Evangelion. Is that in Spanish? MASH has loads of dojins. MGS Beast Crocker. MASH is a movie and TV show about doctors in Korean War. Not sure how it's relevant. Parvati is a Sakura face though. Yes, I mentioned the second try in the previous meme stream. I'm hyped for The Way of the House Husband anime coming. Yeah, The Way of the House Husband. That should get a live action instead of... anime's fine, but live action on that should be cool. Alright, they did make a live action on that, did they? 2020 is boring and it's China's fault. Vanilla is wholesome. We rode, fought the power. We had fun at election night. I mean, Kojima filleting Che figuratively, not literally. Yes, I know what you're talking about. I just don't get that impression. But then again, I haven't played Peace Walker that much. Match is some of the most wholesome dojins if it go. Either Ash or James is my spirit animal. Hapa, hi chat. What is the most cursed image you've ever seen in your life? That is a broad question. I've seen a lot of cursed image. Do we have the house husband? Yes. So, The Yakuza freaking auto scroll. The Yakuza one already has a live action version. Yeah. It does. It does have. So my brother already showed the clips of it. Do you mean Goku-sen has 3 seasons in like 3 seasons? Damn. For us, Abba, the election is never boring. Maybe it seems that way because of the pandemic. I wish they made more of Exo Saga. I'm better watching some VTuber playing games instead of looking at some boring political opinion in social media. As an American, it is your right to vote. I am an American, apparently. Would you watch a remake of The Simpsons episode but with Kimetsu no Yaiba characters? But why? I wish Kimetsu no Yaiba characters weren't so annoying. I just pushed that first season just because the animation quality, but I won't follow it. Oh yeah, it's made by the same guys who made Unlimited Blade Wars, right? 90% of all Danganronpa fan arts are ship fix. Slice of life anime tend to get live action TV shows. Good idea. All the wholesome father and daughter shows to help out some of the fathers awaken from the grips of warrior women with high standards. Garo as in Dark Tokusatsu. I haven't seen it. Garo is the rated R Tokusatsu. It has been running since 2005. It features the jam product for several OPs. Ooh, interesting. Garo, in other words, what Kamen Rider Hibiki should have been. Well, I can't really say. I thought that the main draw of Danganronpa is the murder bear. It's the game in general. The Animaniacs. The Way of the House Husband get a live action commercial to advertise the anime if I recall correctly. Beastars' Zootopia flaw is food question. Try forcing a basic human to become vegetarian or vegan. It will lead to many health issues. Many meat eaters will suffer and their offspring will be weaker. Dan Burry's lit. You got some stick fingers, Appa. Stick fingers? I look like that monster of Hellboy. Just, ooh, boo, boo, boo. I don't know. My fingers are fine. Why? My fingers are just fine. It's better news. I've been doing a lot better mentally. I used to be some seriously depressed, but I'm feeling much better. I found out I'm bi. Cool. And a bit of a fanboy, and fully embracing it has helped me. Cool. Good for you. Homura did nothing wrong. That anime is overrated. Which anime? Quality is a term for terrible animation. Dexter's Laboratory, Mom is thick. Fuck wholesome dojins going to the spiral of despair that is shitting your soul and then big bottle into a dildo. What the fuck are we doing? Don't know. Kanye trusts the prequels? It's treason then. Kanye trusts the sequels and praised the prequels. It's the reverse. So Kanye thought the prequels were good because they were pure. Don't know. With the Torment of Junko and Kashima as being a fitting title for Animaniacs and Danganronpa crossover, but why though? I high-key love the Roman Archman use Ars Nova at the very last moment, even though that moment fucked me up. I've been watching and enjoying Kamen Rider Saber, and I don't care if there are like 7+ riders, but at least it isn't Kamen Rider Ryuki, which is like 30+ riders. Time to invest into salt mining. There are some salt mining, but thankfully not a lot of them are related to elections because the election has been boring lately. If I make an anthropomorphic animal show, I'd at least have everyone eat fish, unlike Small Hunt. Oh, excuse me. Homura best girl. On the other side, there's Tailspin and BoJack Horseman where you have feral and sentient animals, so meat food question is answered. Yet morbid nonetheless in BoJack's case. Genzi is sad. You're speaking American, so yes, Appa, you are American. British people are American too. Alright. Alright, allow me to change my accent here to something else different. Allow me to change my accent to something else different right now. I cannot change my accent to something different. I just can't. The way I saw Evangelion was this various stages of depression and misunderstandings or something like that. Also, if everyone doesn't turn into Tang or New Year's, then 2020 won't be complete. Yes, they're pure comedy. If Japan takes notice on Katawa, do you think they're gonna make an anime? I think they already do. They already make a Japanese translated version of it, which should be more accessible to everybody. But the problem is the visual market in Japan in general is freaking vast. So, gotta draw some Fire Emblem Anna hentai. Okay, cool. The OG and prequel trilogies are good. Yay. I should get the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. Y'all fucking suck. According to TF2 Soldier, we're all Americans. British Appa. Have you seen Kamen Rider Dragon Knight? It's America's pretty faithful adaptation of Kamen Rider Ryuki. I haven't seen it. Zombie Girl versus Ghost Girl. Who is better picked for sex? I'd say Ghost Girl. Speaking in your mother language, maybe that would change their mind. Habla Mexicano pues. I can't read that. Kato showed us available in Japanese straight from the start though. Oh, cool. Well, in that case, then great then. Reminds me of Ravi's Duma doing that accent or resonance his current name. I did saw Dragon Knight years ago. Well, there you go. I managed to catch on the chat. It's two minutes into the stream. The fish says don't eat me. Then you realize that electric eels form their own society. And thanks to them being electric, the whole underwater city is like one big Tesla electricity project. Thoughts on Tenchi Muyo, Appa? I haven't seen Tenchi Muyo, so I can't exactly say my opinion. Just damn. I need more practice on that. I am interested in practicing my accent because everybody's doing these accents and everything like that. Is there a VTuber that tries to do an English accent instead of the ones that you usually do, which is Japanese, Japanese speaking English? But anyway, also Kato Shoujo was the only adaptation in my language that was actually good. Oof. Wonder why my wife is in video games almost always trash tier or bottom tier in terms of gameplay. No, congrats, you caught up in the chat. What do you think when do you think humans will walk on Mars? Maybe not in the future. You should watch Tenchi Muyo, Baba Booey. What type of shows you like to see? More sci-fi, cyberpunk, neo-noir-esque shows like Blade Runner or something like that. Something like Ergo Proxy, something like Ghost in the Shell or something like that. Talk about Kamen Rider, and I was stuck typing into some fake. Tenchi Muyo is lit. Blue hair Lori's best girl. Amelia Watson. You've already said who's your favorite VTuber. I do not say my favorite VTuber. Amelia Watson does accents. She isn't that good, but she's been practicing lately. Does Alabama want some fish and chips? I'll try to do Scottish or British accent. One of them shifts to Jamaican accent. Which is worse, the salt or the salt? 30 seconds. 1 minute. I watched the Enola Holmes movie on Netflix. It was mediocre. It was pretty inaccurate regarding Holmes' brother. Do you have a visual novel tier list? I don't play a lot of visual novels, so I can't exactly say pick my tier list. What is best accent you can do? I do not know. I do not know the best accent that I'm able to perform to everybody, but I suppose the British accent is only the one that I find the most attractive and the one that I want to practice a lot. So, let's see. Ever seen The Thing? I've seen The Thing like a lot of times on TV. Love The Thing. Thing's great. Verm Kadas donated to $20. God bless, dude. God bless. Was out on the wall. Almost forgot about the main stream. Less than made it home on time and up to the shekels. God bless, dude. Thank you so much. I am giving the bless the blessed sound effect on that one. That is a blessed donation. Absolutely blessed. God bless. God bless. Great donation. But anyway. Bless, if you want more, ladies and gentlemen, you can submit your donation, and the timer doesn't work. Let me try to get through it. Ghost in the Shell SAC 2045 wasn't good. Not referring to that one, but Watson was once making video street accent. Baba Booey. Favorite titty anime? Can't really pick one. My favorite. What about Cowboy Bebop? That covers most of what you asked for. Oh yeah, Cowboy Bebop. I haven't finished it though. I've seen a couple of episodes, but I haven't finished it. Appa's favorite VTuber is Mia. Titties. What do you think is the best video so far? Video of what? I can do Scottish actually pretty good, but because I like sounding angry. Time for meme stream, but freaking timer is always timer. I thought you're gonna help me, you're gonna support me, but apparently not. But anyway, timer is Jesus freaking timer. Yeah, there you go. Time for the meme stream. Okay, I get it. Let's get out of here, Firefox. Ever played or heard of the Gothic games? German RPGs they are. Yeah, I've played them a while ago. Years ago, but I do not remember a thing or two about them. But anyway, it is time for the meme stream, ladies and gentlemen. Let me bring up the intro here real quick. What's the latest intro that I got? Yeah, I've been moving a bunch of files on my hard drive, so I can't really save a bunch of space. But anyway, let's get into the intro. No, don't play in that side. Play in that side. There we go. love that. Anyway, it is time for the meme streams, ladies and gentlemen. Meme streams, meme streams, meme streams, meme streams, meme streams. Just in time indeed. It is just in time indeed. Anyway, let's get to the fan arts. Oh, this one. We got the first one by Relinoy Lee RPG. I love this one. This is Loli Appa in the style of Milliam or Altina, the manufactured human beings, I suppose, without spoiling too much from the Trail series. But anyway, thank you so much for this fan art. This looks pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool indeed. I love the bulge in there. Is this a Loli or a Shota Appa? Stuff Loli or Shota Appa in there, but anyway. Yeah, there's that, and there's also this one. This is apparently a sketch that was unfinished by my girlfriend a while ago, but now she decided to finish it, and this one's pretty cool. I like it. Thank you so much for the fan art. If you want to send fan arts, links down below on my meme streams, on my email. If you don't have Twitter or my Twitter, tag it on Twitter. I will retweet you and everything like that. And this one, someone just recently made this one, and Lepan Batu Subunyi Tangan with the freaking tag on the bottom. And yeah, I gotta retweet it. Yeah, next time tag me. Because if you just made a fan art and you don't tag me, I don't know if you made a fan art. So I can't exactly retweet you. Thank you so much for the fan arts, ladies and gentlemen. Please do them on below. You share down below. And also, of course, donations. All donations. Links down below, please. Let's get into Meanwhile Indonesia. This one is actually a pretty wholesome story. Very, very wholesome story. A very blessed story of Meanwhile Indonesia. A man who was kidnapped and reported missing for 11 years since he was 5. He found his family again thanks to Google Street View and photos. So this is a very, very sad and harrowing story, right? There was a boy who was missing, who was kidnapped by the busking syndicate. I suppose that's the best way to describe it. It was a syndicate of people asking kids to busk on the streets and ask people for money while they play the music and everything like that. And yeah, maybe we should do the busking on the stream. Let's go. I'm gonna play some music and sing some songs, but where did my brother put the guitar? There's a bass, but I cannot play the bass. My brother's mostly playing the bass. But then after 11 years, he managed to escape from the syndicate, and he found his family once again in his hometown, and through the use of Google Street View and photos and everything like that. This is pretty cool. This is a blessed story. It's been a while since we see blessed stories in Meanwhile Indonesia. Well, mostly Meanwhile Indonesia are really super fucked up and messed up stories, but this one is blessed. It's about blessed. This is a very, very, very blessed story. So God bless Google Street View for once, for not too much of a spying on people, but hey, at least it manages to do the positive of reuniting people in the most unexpected ways. But yeah, there's that. And what the fuck is this? We will not bend. We will not break. Actually, you know what? Considering that I forgot to mention that I have bought myself a voice meter potato. I've never actually buy voice meter. Voice meter is a freeware. I've mostly used banana, but the potato version is so freaking advanced. Now I can do this. We will not bend. We will not break. We will not fold. We are Gen Z, and we will fucking burn everything down. Everything. What? What? What is this? What? I don't get it. What's the I don't get what the we will not bend. We will not bend. We will not appabend more like, we will not appabend. Well, you're not very base in that department, aren't you? Oh, Z strong. Oh. Hey everyone, I'm glad to see people are discussing this tweet. Oh my god. Hey everyone, I'm glad to see people are discussing my tweets. Discourse is good and necessary for a healthy, thriving population. What the fuck are you even trying to say here? I don't get it. It's just you saying, we will not bend, we will not break, we will not, etc. I just wanted to say, if TX and FL go blue, oh my god, whatever, election stuff, is sending out $20 to the first 1,000 people who add him with the Venmo or Cash App. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a scam to me. That sounds like a freaking scam to me. Ladies and gentlemen, instead of donating $20 to send, or instead of you know, adhering to whatever this guy say. How about you just donate your 20 bucks into the Streamlabs link down below, and let's see if we can make it to the $50 goal for a week. God damn. A Thousand of Water donated 2 bucks. Ever heard of the kids who tattooed a Z on their arm? There was a German symbol called the Wolfsagel. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Oh yeah, we've already talked about this in the chat briefly, but the source code for Watch Dogs Legion has been leaked. Weighs around 560 gigabytes. Now, we're not really sure if this... apparently this doesn't really cover the entire game from what I've been hearing, but we don't really know. 560 gigabytes of Watch Dogs Legion has been leaked. It includes the exe files, a bunch of files, in-game data and everything like that. 560 gigs. Don't you just find it interesting and ironic that a game about hacking, a game about hackers being made by Ubisoft? I mean, Ubisoft is not exactly a good developer in the eyes of a lot of people these days. They used to make really good games, but nowadays they just make the same trash every single freaking year. And the same trash, they refuse to put their games on Steam because they're stupid. But they're Ubisoft, they like to get on their money and everything like that. But yeah, here's a hacking game made by Ubisoft that got hacked. The delicious irony on that one. Should I play this? Should I play
Congratulations, you
played yourself? Or any other stuff. Because seriously, this is just stupid. But as for how they got hacked, well, again, there are speculations. It could be they could be got feist. There could be some people exploiting the vulnerabilities on Ubisoft security systems, or they could just pretend to be a Ubisoft employee. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Point is, the game is hacked, and we're waiting for a crack, which will probably appear anytime soon. It's like any other game. So CPY actually came back and cracked a lot of games. Just CPY came in. It's like, I'm gonna crack you. Your game got cracked. Your game got cracked. And it's only a matter of time before you get cracked too, Watch Dogs Legion, as the same as a lot of your games. But GameStop is having a TikTok competition for its employees, and one of the prizes is 10 extra labor hours. GameStop is having a TikTok competition, and one of the prizes is 10 extra labor hours during Black Friday. Imagine being a GameStop employee in 2020. Imagine being a GameStop employee in 2020 doing TikTok competition. Imagine being a GameStop employee in 2020 doing a TikTok competition, and the prize, and one of the prize is winning 10 extra labor hours during Black Friday. 10 more hours, ladies and gentlemen. At least the overtime, you got paid for overtime, which you can get anytime. I don't know how it works, but I mean, anyway, that's not the important bit. The winner of the challenge will receive an Echo 8 Echo Auto $100 Visa gift card and 10 additional labor hours to use during Black Friday week. Imagine what you could do with all of those prizes. I'll take the 100 quid, please. Not sure 10 hours during Global Nightmare Tech Week in the middle of a pandemic is much of a prize. I want to see, considering that Black Friday is coming, I want to see how many corona reinfections are gonna appear during the Black Friday. Black Friday coming in, people are going to reinfect corona to other people, and rise. It's gonna spike up even more to ridiculous degrees. How about just shop online in general? But I don't know at this point. So gamers, if you're among The Last of Us Part 2 who haven't, oh my fucking god. Oh. If you're among The Last of Us Part 2 who haven't voted, go with your friend to the polls. You can make a Genshin Impact, and oh my fuck. What? Oh, no, that is cringe. I just cringe. Oh my god. Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath of Trump's horrific presidency. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time to Final Fantasy. Fuck you. Just fuck you. That is just, that's cringe. The more I read this, the better it becomes.
Go away! Nobody likes you!
Moving on, that's stupid. Another list of not backwards compatible games on PS5. Some of bootable, not playable. Biggest deal for you personally is Dead or Alive Extreme 3 and Cedric Kagura. PlayStation 5! How can you screw up this badly? I mean, How? How can you find a way to screw up this badly? How are these... Why are people still buying PS5 at this point? And why are you still trying to get a PS5 when these games are not gonna be playable? Why are you, if you're a weeb and you're still getting a PS5, what are you doing? You're doing yourself a freaking disservice. It's stupid. It's stupid. There are no difficulty options in Demon Souls, and there shouldn't be. Oh my god. We've talked about this. There are no difficulty options in Demon Souls, and there shouldn't be. It's such a backwards and disappointing sentiment from Gavin Moore of Blue Point Games. You'll never convince me that an easy game would make those games worse, so don't even bother. In my Crisis Remastered script that I haven't actually published a video on, but it's only a script, I talk about how difficulty options can radically change a video game. It can radically change a video game. For example, play Crisis on normal, you would feel the nanosuit actually feel like a nanosuit. You would feel the impact. You would feel the power of it. You would feel genuinely powerful. You would feel like the nanosuit is protecting you and everything like that. You played it on Delta. You played it on the highest difficulty. The enemies will just chip your nanosuit away easily with a freaking couple of rounds of AK-47 to the point where the nanosuit feels pointless. It's one of those ludonarrative dissonance where the game advertises the nanosuit to be this very amazing tech. Amazing, high power, super ultra duper tech that will protect every soldier from everything like that. And then you play the game on the hardest difficulty and the enemies just easily chips you with a freaking 30 rounds of AK-47. It's not exactly consistent. Which is why Dark Souls and Demon Souls and the Soulsborne games in particular, in general, right? It's just why they're so amazing. The reason why they're hard is to convey the overall atmosphere of hopelessness and to convey the fact that you are just an insignificant thing in the whole grand universe of the world, in the world of light, in the world of dark, in the world of fire, or whatever the Dark Souls lore is doing it right now. Yeah, it is to convey the fact that you're just an insignificant being in the wider part of the universe that is slowly decaying and dying, and everybody is trying to kill you. That's why the game needs to be difficult. And putting it on easy makes you feel like a god. Makes you feel like a god, makes you feel unbeatable, unstoppable. I mean, if you are unbeatable and unstoppable and you put the game on easy, it just kind of ruins the experience, just ruins the immersion. Like, why can't we just fix the world and everything like that when you can just plow through it without any sorts of issues? That is one of the issues in why Dark Souls and Demon Souls or the Soulsborne games in general need to be difficult. In order to convey the fact that you are helpless, that you are an undead, you are hollowed. This will never cease to be a shitty gatekeeping hot take. Well, if this is a gatekeeping hot take, then I suppose yes. I suppose I agree to this. I think we should gatekeep games out of these people. These people do not want video games. These people want films. These people want these games to be easy because they like to experience immersive the atmosphere and everything like that. But unfortunately, you missed the point of Dark Souls. You missed the point of Cuphead. You missed the point of a lot of these games that are supposed to be difficult. They're designed to be difficult. Nocturne, also, a great example. A great example of that. The game is difficult as hell, but it makes sense because you're just a demi-fiend and you're just alone, completely alone in this entire world, and you're trying to survive in general in the post-apocalyptic world of the Nocturne universe. Of Nocturne in general. So having an easy mode will never invalidate the experience of a normal one. It will. It will absolutely invalidate the experience of a normal one. It will absolutely do that. It will. I'd rather people be able to experience Souls games on their terms rather than not at all. I mean, you are perfectly fine. If you're going to play the Souls games as a power fantasy motherfucker, as this goddess, this god or goddess who's going to just wreck everybody in their path, you can do that. Go get yourself a PC or get yourself a hack PS3. There's a cheat for the custom firmware of the PS3. Go cheat the living shit out of Demon Souls and do your power fantasy there. Pretend to be a god trying to solve everybody's problems in the universe and everything like that. And then get a shit ending at the end. You can do that in Demon Souls. You can do that in Dark Souls. You can do that in anywhere, especially on the PC. There are trainers everywhere. There are problems to the solution, but you're too much of a freaking... you're too freaking behind in tech illiterate to solve all of that. That's on you. I'm sorry. So there are no difficulty options in Demon Souls, and there shouldn't be. Gavin Moore, creator, director, Blue Point Games. That's a base take. That is a base take. correct take. That is a correct take, a base take on this particular game right here. It's a shame that despite the fundamental paradigm shift in the games industry to value accessibility, some still cater to... How is that hate? How is that hate? How is that hate? How is that hate? Apparently, if you want Demon Souls, if you do not want Demon Souls or the Soulsborne games to have difficulty options, that means you're hate. You're hateful. You're etc. etc. It's that's dumb. That is so freaking why? That's dumb. That is really, really freaking dumb. My God. Seems like a missed opportunity for Demon Souls and PS5 to not have a mode for players who just want to experience it as a visual showcase launch title. Ought to put it in 30 FPS cinematic mode, but no easy mode. Why would you... As opposed to 30 FPS is so that you can have more upscale textures for the 4K version, because I don't think the game can run at 60 FPS in 4K, but that's why they put it on cinematic mode at 30 FPS. But if the PS5 can actually run it, I mean... Great for the PS5, but I doubt that. I'm pricing X on that one. 4K 60 FPS, nah. For Demon Souls at least. 1080p, I suppose, yeah. I suppose, yeah, you can run it at 60 FPS, but yeah, point is, I think their job here is just to port the game and not, you know, expand on everything like that. They do expand the character selection, though. I did see that they expand the character selection, but I mean, it's just the character selection. The game as a whole is pretty much going to be the same, or at least last time I checked. Apparently, they removed some things in the remaster, but I don't know. The PS3 still, the PS3 still exists, the PS3 version. Yeah, I'm excited for Demon Souls. Yeah, Blue Point Games did a good job remaking it, but it's complete and utter not. Well, how do you know? How do you know that they did a good job remaking it? You don't really know. The game's not out yet, so. But it's complete and utter nonsense that there isn't any easy mode or accessibility features. No, it isn't. It isn't. Maybe in The Last of Us Part 2, maybe in The Last of Us Part 2 it makes sense. Actually, it doesn't make sense in The Last of Us Part 2 either. But okay, maybe in The Last of Us Part 2, if you want accessibility features in that, go right ahead. If your vision is completely ableist. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, if you do not want video games easy mode to ruin the video game, the respective video game, that means you're ableist. That means you hate disabled people. Then your vision needs correction. I think you're dumb. I think your vision needs correction. I think your mindset in general needs correction. But okay then. Indeed, fun is a social construct. God damn it, September 2020 takes fucking outdated shit. But anyway, and what white people find fun is a function of the systemic Western culture that otherizes non-traditional, non-Western modes of fun. It privileges white people fun over other types of fun. How dare you people have fun? That's very white of you. Let's move on from that. Let's talk about this. So there is quite a hoopla surrounding this. I do not know why, but apparently there is a hoopla. Teen Vogue posted this article talking about how Megan Thee Stallion in anime, or the male gatekeeping of fandom spaces, when someone says she only cares about anime to get us to care about her, who exactly is us? Okay, so there are a bunch of accusations, there are a bunch of allegations, not accusations, I suppose. There people have the opinions that this particular person over here is, you know, getting into anime because of the clout, etc., etc. I don't really know. I can't really say. I don't really know the person. I don't really know the character, so I couldn't really say if that's true or not. But regardless, it's still really stupid nonetheless. But we're gonna get to how it's stupid in a bit. Jovini the Hyena donated $5. I think they want developers to create a special journalist mode when they kiss their asses and feed them the milk the entire game, while the character moves on their own. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Streamlabs, link down below. Let's see if we can make it to the $50 mark. But anyway, on October 28, Megan Thee Stallion posted a selfie set to her social channels when she referenced the manga anime Kakigurui, aka Compulsive Gambler. In her post, which showed the Megan full cosplay, the rapper herself called herself Yumeko the Thee Stallion in homage to the series' protagonist Yumeko Jabami. Shortly after the pictures were posted, many praised Meg for her cosplay. Others, however, declared Megan was just faking being into anime for clout. Again, I'm not familiar with the person. I don't really know if she's doing that for clout or if she's genuinely doing that. I don't really know. I can't really say for sure. You can speculate, but that's besides the point, because this article is making another point that is just even stupider, but we'll get to that. It was one tweet in particular that spearheaded the conversation. This article is spawned by just one tweet from some random nobody. I mean, it's not like the Google Stadia guy, the creative director, one of the guys who made creative directors, one of the guys involved at Google Stadia who made that bad take on streaming. No, this is just some random nobody on the internet. It was apparently enough to make an entire article on this and talk about how this person actually is a real anime fan, guys. This person is a real anime fan. I mean, if she is a real anime fan, you don't need an entire freaking article to prove that. I mean, just let her show it by herself. I mean, my God. Just a reminder that Meg Thee Stallion doesn't give a fuck. Oh, it's a tweet. Okay, let's check out the tweet. Just a reminder that Meg Thee Stallion doesn't give a fuck about anime or manga. She's just another clout chaser using the hobby to get ahead in her grift. She also said that anime fans being bullied wasn't a real thing. That's all you need to know. Okay. I tried to find a tweet, but apparently I got this one. You gotta know at this point, everybody on the planet did not, quote unquote, look down on anime. Okay, she's basically suggesting that people at one point in the past have looked down on anime, but nowadays, because anime is a lot more mainstream, because a lot of people like anime, it's not as looked down on it as any other hobby. That still doesn't dismiss the fact that there are still people who look down on people who watch anime. There are quite a lot. And let me tell you, let me tell you something. If you are on the anti-SJW or the political sphere or even the SJW sphere, like there's a lot of people who are going to be like, you like anime? You're a weeb. You're like anime. You're a filthy degenerate, etc., etc. I can guarantee you that those people exist. It's kind of insane. It's or at least the most popular ones. But anyway, they want to act like they were bullied for liking anime and not because they didn't take showers. I'm over it. But seriously though, again, they still do get looked down nowadays. Not as bad as the previous times, but they still get looked down. I have documented a lot of cases where people look down on people watching anime, or not just anime, video games or any hobby that we have in general. There are a lot of people, there are a bunch of boomers look down on us and say, "Oh no, if you do this, you're still a kid," etc., etc. It happens. It's a thing that happens. Oh, I forgot to read that freaking super chat. There, I'll just read the one. But one, fuck that piece of shit that implies disabled people are too weak and stupid for tough gamers. I am on the spectrum, fucking bigots. Two, her followers were bullied. One black dude. Her followers were bullying one black dude and called him racial slurs, and that anime fans deserve bullying. Jesus Christ. Well, I can't exactly see the racial slurs, but I am totally convinced that, considering this article popped up, considering that this article shows up and people are talking about it, I suppose I'm not surprised that happens. But anyway, thanks so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But yeah, it's just this tweet. It's just coming from this tweet from some guy on the internet, from some guy on Twitter. It's a nobody. It's not the Google Stadia guy making his bad takes on the internet. It's just some guy on Twitter. You do not have to make an entire fucking article on this. It kind of makes you sus, doesn't it? It kind of makes it sus. I'm just saying, it makes it very, very sus. If she is genuinely an anime fan, you don't have to explain it. I've already made the point so many times, but and also, another point. How is this a cosplay of the character? Just on her specifically. I don't see how this is a cosplay of her character. I mean, there are times where she does actually cosplay as a character. I've seen her cosplay as Melina. Well, it's not anime, but I've seen her cosplay as Melina actually in one of my timeline. And it looks good, genuinely good. I mean, I don't exactly look down on people who cosplay in general. I mean, if you're cosplay, that's fine. Go ahead and cosplay as whoever you want. But this ain't it. This ain't it. This doesn't feel like a cosplay. This just, okay, they just wear red. Not cosplay. As someone who has been into anime since I was a small child, starting with yes. Good for you. Watch anime when you were a kid. Good. Good. And has kept that energy all the way to adulthood. Let me make it super clear. No one gets into anime for clout. there are many people out there who get into anime for clout. Like, there are seriously legit people who get into anime for clout. If you seriously tell me that no one on the internet gets into anime for clout, nah fam, I'm pressing X on that. There are people who get into it for the sake of clout. It is like, there are artists, there are cosplayers who get into anime for clout. There are YouTubers who get into anime for clout. There are people who want to be hip with the journalists. There are journalists who get into anime for clout. They just want to be hip, be more hip with the kids. So that's why they try to watch the latest and greatest anime, even though, they try to watch the latest and greatest anime. The latest animes. They only watch the shonen stuff. They don't watch the older stuff, you know. But yeah, it is a thing. And if you deny that it's not if you deny that it's a thing, then that is very sus. That is very sus indeed. I'm pressing X on that. Not that girl with the Dragon Ball stickers on her folder in the high school who didn't talk to you. Not the cosplayer who goes up to convention to show off her skill and won't hook up with you at the cons party. And certainly not Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, hold on a second. Not that girl with the Dragon Ball stickers on her folder in high school who didn't talk to you. How many people? There are many people out there who wear a band shirt, like a Nirvana shirt, for example, and didn't even know the actual band. Or a Metallica shirt and didn't even know the actual band. Just because they wear the shirt doesn't mean they are a fan of it. I mean, I do wear the Ryzen shirt, and I do like AMD, but there are times where I wear a shirt, and that doesn't necessarily mean I like it. I like the thing that I am wearing on it. It just so happens that the shirt is something like I wear an Arsenal shirt at one point in a stream, and I'm no fan of Arsenal nowadays, at least, but I used to, but not anymore. But yeah. Not the cosplayer who goes to conventions to show off her skills and won't hook up with you at the cons party. There are many cosplayers who only cosplay as the model of the character in the anime or the TV show or whatever. They only do cosplay. They only do the model. They don't really know the source material. There are a lot of them, actually. Are you telling me that everybody who cosplays are very passionate fans who love to... I mean, granted, I'm pretty sure there are lots of passionate fans who cosplay as their favorite characters. But there are also people who cosplay because they're paid for it. Because they're models. They're paid for it. They don't necessarily have to know about the source material that they're cosplaying at hand. They're just cosplaying as it. I mean, seriously. And certainly not Megan Thee Stallion. I do not know about her. Again, Meg's love for anime is well documented. From the start of her career, she's been loud and proud about her nerdy interests. Her love of anime has been a recurrent theme across social media. She has done cosplays. Again, just because you're doing cosplays doesn't necessarily mean you love anime. She has rocked Naruto merch at Coach. Just because you flaunt merch doesn't mean you love anime. She has debuted anime-inspired manicures. I don't know about y'all people, but I don't think any of those things constitute as what anime fans do. Do anime fans debut their anime-inspired manicures? I mean, they cosplay. For sure, there are anime fans that cosplay. But anime-inspired manicures... apparently, that is that makes you an anime fan. Okay. I suppose, I guess. She brings anime and manga up in interviews all the time, to the point of calling her titular character of Inuyasha her first anime crush during an interview with Crunchyroll's Tim Liu earlier this year. You know, the kind of people who admit to crushes on anime characters to anyone outside of their already nerdy friend groups. Certified weebs. Okay, she has a husband though. So what? She has a husband though from an anime. She likes anime. Okay, good for her. Good for her. If you don't have to prove this to everybody. You don't have to make an entire article simping on this girl. I mean, this article is fucking long, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna this occupies most of the stream. It's pretty much gonna occupy most of the stream because this guy or girl or whoever the writer of this article is simping on this girl for thousands of words, defending her from those awful internet trolls trying to discredit her as an anime fan. I mean, I need to play this.
Damn, my nigga, that pussy must be ridiculous.
Jesus, this is such the simping is. Off the charts. Megan has even teamed up with Crunchyroll to do a merch line of her own, and she has put cosplay-worthy Halloween costumes on her own site. Is that even legal? Are you allowed to make anime themed like do you need like I thought you need like licenses to make like anime merch in general, but I mean I don't know to the legalities of that, but if it works for her, I guess it works for her. But anyway, back to when she was a high schooler. Okay, dude. Enough with the simping. I get it. Okay, she likes anime. Okay, good for her. She likes anime. Enough. Jesus Christ, the simping on this dude. And we're just barely starting this article.
Damn, my nigga. That pussy must be ridiculous.
It's just back when she was a high schooler, the fact that you even know, okay, whatever. She was confident enough in her nerdiness to briefly go on record about Nerd Day at her school getting banned. Do you really think that someone as unashamed to be passionate about nerdy interests back then could just drop out of it now? I get it, dude. She likes anime. Stop simping on her. This simp is... When someone says she only cares about anime to get us care about her, who exactly is us? I don't know, weebs? When someone says she only cares, when you're referring to someone, you mean that guy that you're citing, that nobody on Twitter. That's some random nobody on Twitter. He just so happened to get a lot of clout because people looked at his tweet and thought it was dumb. There are two things deeply and immediately wrong with the idea that there's an us when pandering to Megan's openly weeb self. Okay, this is where the writer goes on a tangent of how gatekeeping is bad and how if you are a weeb and you're gatekeeping this hobby from all the normies who only like certain anime and stuff, you are an evil person, etc., etc. Oh my god. First, the fact that us clearly isn't nerdy black women. And here we go again. We're getting the racism card, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting the racism card. Racism and sexism card, forgive me. But their dusty dude counterparts too attached to the gatekeeping to realize that Megan's public display of fandom is good for all of us. You know, I don't know about you, but a lot of the actions that you've been describing about her is her flaunting her merch and flaunting her cosplays. Anime theme merch, anime theme cosplays, anime theme beauty stuff, I guess, and merch and everything like that. It feels, I don't know, a bit commercialized to me. I mean, a lot of anime feels commercialized in general, but it's anime. It doesn't feel like the person we're talking about here is talking about the anime itself and talking about the love for anime. It feels like she's just using anime as a way to get into merch and everything like that, at least in the way that you describe it. I don't know if that's real, but if you're gonna keep on convincing me that, hey, she likes anime and everything like that, she likes anime so much, she's gonna make merch about anime and everything like that. I mean, okay, dude, okay, but I'm just saying, people are gonna share their love for anime for free in general, but all right. Rather than acknowledging that Megan's primary audiences assume nerdy hot girls and the folks she's supposedly pandering to, many dude bro nerds have decided that she's performing extreme anime. The fuck is extreme anime nerd? Have decided that she's performing extreme anime nerd. What the fuck is extreme anime nerd? What is extreme anime nerd? Extreme anime nerd. Straight out of the freaking 90s. If you're an anime fan who likes this, you are an extreme anime nerd. For a subset of male anime fans who have made it incredibly clear that they don't see her as part of their community of fans. Then there's the fact that there's actually nothing worth faking an interest in anime. Dude, bruh, that is a bruh. Let me get a bruh. That is a bruh. That is a bruh. That is a wrong. The wrong on that freaking sentence. There is nothing worth faking an interest in anime for. Dude, you have absolutely no fucking idea on the amounts of benefits that journalists or cosplayers or a lot of people who can gain monetary commercial benefit from anime by faking their interest on it. You have no freaking idea. I mean, there are a bunch of people who would fake their interest in anime for the sake of, if there's a hot guy, for example, there's a hot guy who just so happens to like anime. There's this girl who's gonna pretend that she likes anime just to get into the hot guy, or something along those lines, or cosplayers, or just people who go into OnlyFans and they pretend to be a fan of anime. They cosplay a certain character, they cosplay a lewd version of the character, say, hey, buy my OnlyFans, etc., etc. I mean, it happens. It is a thing. But no, everybody just genuinely likes anime, I guess. It is impossible to fake that sort of stuff. It is impossible. Aside from one small merch collection, people act like Megan is wearing nerdiness for some social media or financial gain have missed the point. Oh, I don't know. Maybe because you describe a lot of her actions as her trying to profit on anime. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Maybe you should actually describe more of her actions on sharing her passion towards anime and geek stuff in general, instead of just saying, oh no, this person is doing merch for anime, merch this, merch that, merch this, merch that, beauty products this, beauty products that. You're the one who is showing her as someone who's trying to gain trying to gain some financial benefits from anime. You're the one who did this. You played yourself, Niba. My God. It's not even her entire concept to set it up as something she's doing for marketing purposes. You're the one who painted her as such, you dummy. Oh, and she's not talking about her crush on Inuyasha because she thinks that that'll get her a boyfriend, that's for sure. What does she gain from flaunting her fandom that's worth the rage and rudeness from anime fans everywhere? I don't know, dude, but you're certainly freaking dedicate yourself in defending this girl. The simping. Should I play that? I think we should play that. I think we should play that. Play this on
Damn,
repeat.
my nigga. That pussy must be ridiculous.
Seriously. My God. Why can't she just vibe in anime Twitter spaces while being hot and black? I have no fucking idea, dude. I don't know. I don't know. Why are you simping on this girl so much? I do not know her situation, but from how you painted her in a bad light. You painted her as someone who is mostly trying to get into anime for commercial purposes. You're destroying your own point throughout this entire article. It's insane. If she likes anime, then show the times where she talks about anime, not that one moment where she talks about how Inuyasha is her husband or something along those lines. Every single time that folks are reminded that black women, in particular, may like nerdy things like anime, a rush of people try to defend their thing from outsiders quickly. Okay, hold on a second. Hold the freaking phone. Are you trying to tell me that we got a bunch of people in anime community and anime fans trying to gatekeep black women from liking anime? It's that what you're trying to say, because they're black and because they're women. I mean, we've already established a lot of times and how anime gets into the West, anime gets into a lot of regions around the world, and everybody watches anime. It's not just the white people, it's also the black people. They also watch anime too. It's not just the men, it's also the women too. My God. It's very simple. It's plain and simple. Fear of fake geek girls comes from my... Okay, hold on a second. Fear of fake geek girls. There are fake geek girls. They have existed. They are people who pretend to like a certain thing, a certain geek thing, just because they want to get a boyfriend or something along those lines. They pretend to do all of that just to get attention. Or attention in general. It's not just boyfriend, attention, monetary gain, whatever. Anything. It's a thing. It is a thing that happens. It is a thing that existed in not just anime fandom, but also geek fandom in general. If you're denying this, then I don't know what to tell you. You're denying reality. This is the reality that happens. I suppose you can argue that the fear is... how do you say it? irrational, if that's what your point trying to say, if the fear is irrational, but nowadays it's not, especially when journalists, when the fact that those people can be journalists, they pretend to like anime and they talk about how anime is sexist, racist, etc., etc. Or they like video games. They pretend to like video games and they talk about how video games are this and that, etc., etc., etc. Joe Vinny the $5, man. This guy really wants our coochie. Really wants our coochie. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Streamlabs, links down below. Your toys, fear of fake geek girls comes from an inability to share your toys with people you think don't deserve them. Has anyone ever said that anime is not for black women, or that anime is not for black men, or that anime is not for a person who is insert race, and insert gender? No one. I don't think anyone has ever said that. I don't think anyone is going to straight up say, you watch, this anime is not for you. This anime is only for white people, etc., etc. Maybe members of the Ku Klux Klan. Maybe, I don't know. So, share your thoughts with people who think don't deserve them. Again, it's the fact that it's also the really this weird thing, and how anime is distributed to everybody, that you can turn on a TV and anybody can watch anime. You can go to Netflix, you can watch whatever anime you like, or Crunchyroll, or whatever anime you like, or pirate anime, or whatever anime you like. I don't know. Depends on your taste, I guess. Depends on what you're doing. In the case of Megan and other black girl anime fans across the internet, it's the belief that they visibly don't belong to the fandom space. There's only so much oxygen in the vent. So you're trying to seriously argue that she should be kicked out, or any other black girl on anime should be kicked out because they're taking everybody's freaking oxygen. Who said that? I mean, that there's only so much oxygen in the fandom and that anyone who isn't like you is wasting a precious resource. Dude, this sounds like projection, dude. This sounds like projection out of you, and I think this is one of the times where I'm just gonna play this. Where's I need Okuyashu.
Okuyasu! I heard it as clear as day. This sick fuck said the N-word! I just remembered I have a meeting at 8:30. Racist!
Yep. Wasting a precious resource. To men and some women with internalized misogyny. Wow. That is very sexist. And what I like to call lone geek girl syndrome, black girl nerds are the ultimate fake geek girls because we really don't like the ideal image of anime fans in the United States. I know this because I lived it. Can I press the X button real quick here? I don't know. I just have the desire to press the X button real quick here because that sounds like this. I'm just doubting you. I'm just doubting you, writer. Or just press Y to accuse of lying. But anyway, I was subjected to knowledge tests, questions about official merchandise purchases, and demands that I, a supposed interloper to nerdy spaces, have been part since I could be trusted to go to comic book store on my own, prove that I belong. Okay, hold on a second. I was subjected to knowledge tests, questions about official merchandise purchases, and demands that I, a supposedly interloper to nerdy spaces, have been part of since I could be trusted to go to comic book store on my own, proof that I belong. Why are you afraid of people questioning about your nerd cred or your weeb cred? If there are people questioning you about that, answer them. Answer them and prove them wrong. Preferably not in the style of a Kamala Khan in the Avengers game, but that's cringy as fuck. But seriously, if you believe that you are an anime fan and these people accuse you of not being an anime fan because of some arbitrary standards that they set, then prove them wrong. Don't complain to the internet of how these people are very threatening to our existence. If they are threatening to your existence to the point where you have to complain about these people trying to question you about your anime or weeb cred, maybe you don't even have an anime or a weeb cred to begin with. I mean, if people try to question my weeb cred or my anime cred in general, I'd happily debate them. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. These people do not like to debate. These people do not like to argue. These people do not like to have discussions about anime in general. These people do not like to talk to people about anime in general, because if they do, then it shows that how much these people just pretend to get into anime. They just watch anime when they were a kid, and therefore that's enough of credibility. I watch a couple of episodes of anime, therefore anime fan, etc., etc. But anyway, when I used to go to comic conventions, I always had to provide my nerd cred, as if cosplaying at a convention and actually going to panels and networking wasn't enough. Yes, actually. Yes, those two aren't enough. You know what makes them enough? Actually watching and reading the manga or anime that these people are talking about, actually consuming the media, consume the media, etc., etc. I mean, if you're going to claim yourself to be a weeb, but you haven't seen a single anime, then what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? And yes, this is pretty long. This guy is simping on this girl and went on a tangent to talk about literally anything else at this point. We're going EFAP article edition. But that's basically MEMESTREAM in general, just EFAP article edition. When I meet a new group of anime-invested friends, there was always that introductory pub quiz of, what do you like or why do you like it? Oh no! How horrible! They ask you what you like? They ask you why you like it? That's terrible. That is awful. Just awful. Oh God.
Man.
Oh man.
Oh God. Oh,
Oh
man.
God. Oh man.
Oh God.
The
Oh,
horror.
man. Oh God. Oh man.
The horror.
Oh God. Oh man.
The absolute horror of people asking you what you like. Delivered by men who always made it clear that no matter what answer I gave, it would always be the wrong one. Yeah, those people are jerks. Those people are just jerks then. Or they just messing with you. Learn how to take social cues, my God. Why is it so... It's... Even when I was in graduate school working on my thesis about the Joker and was known as the comic book person in English department, that didn't stop nerds in my program for trying to prove I didn't belong or that I must have been faking my knowledge. Why are you worried about that? Just prove to everybody that you're not faking your knowledge. Why is that so hard? If you're not actually all of those things, then prove it to everybody that you're not. Why do you have to even complain about this stuff? It makes me to doubt. I don't know about you. It makes me to doubt. That's why I will always be bitter when I see tweets like that one about, my God. Dude, I thought we're over this. I thought we've talked about her already. Let's move on from her. Jesus.
Damn, my nigga. That pussy must be ridiculous.
How many times do I have to play that? It's insane the amount of simping that you have to go to this girl. That pussy must be ridiculous. Oh my God. Yeah, we know what she said. We know what the guy said. For someone like that, there's nothing Megan can do to prove she's an actual anime fan and has been one from a very young age. Then don't try to desperately prove it to him, then, you fucking dullard. And unfortunately, the problem is you tried to prove to everybody, oh, actually, no, she's actually an anime fan. You see, she sells a lot of merch that is related to anime. She's not here to sold her out. She's not here to pretend to be an anime fan to sell her merchandise. No. She's an actual anime fan. You did a very bad job in convincing people. And I don't know what to believe here. I don't know whether to believe you or not. She might be an anime fan. She might not be an anime fan. At this point, it doesn't even matter. The point is, you did a bad job at defending her. You're a bad simp. You're not only that you're a simping, but you're a really bad simp. You did a really bad job doing that. You haven't convinced me or the hundreds of people watching this that she's an anime fan. I mean, come on, y'all.
Damn, my nigga. That pussy must be ridiculous.
Oh shoot! I need that. I need that Alex Jones meme. You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud. Jesus Christ. Sorry I'm late. I just want to let you know that today's my birthday. I passed out for a while and missed the start. Hey, happy birthday. Congratulations. Anyway, where was I? There's no point in which she can be authentic to their nerd experience or what they think a real anime fan should look like. Yeah, there is no way, especially when you made an article that paints her to be some sellout. This is your fault. You brought this to yourself. You played yourself. This is a bad article, man. What stands out is that these fans don't do this for anyone else. The fans making tweets claiming Megan or any other black woman with even an ounce of internet presence are faking being a nerd on main for clout, are definitely not chastising male rappers for their oftentimes surface-level nerdy references. When male rappers like Lil Uzi Vert or Kanye West references anime, they find their lyrics on music videos formative. That's fine, it's accepted. When Megan calls herself, oh my god, dude, stop! Stop.
Come on now, don't get angry. Don't get angry. It's just a stupid NPC.
Not the clip that I want to use, but still appropriate to use nonetheless. But seriously, dude, stop. 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 Please stop. Stop. This simping is too much. Main and does an entire photo shoot for Paper Magazine cosplaying her favorite My Hero Academia character. She must be faking it. Okay, hold on a second. The difference here is that Kanye West, I do remember Kanye West tweeting about anime and say about how Akira is better than Spirited Away. Wrong, Kanye. Spirited Away is better. But anyway, it's them tweeting about anime. It's him tweeting about anime. I don't know about Lil Uzi Vert or whoever the fuck that is, but it's him tweeting about anime, showing his opinions on anime. Right? Okay? It's just him stating his opinion. There are people who watch anime and who state their opinion on a certain anime film that doesn't necessarily an anime fan. When Megan calls herself Todoroki Tina on main and does an entire photo shoot of Paper Magazine cosplaying her favorite My Hero Academia character, cosplaying as a character doesn't necessarily make you an anime fan. At least when Kanye tweeted that he likes Akira better than Spirited Away, or at least last time I checked, I don't know if that's true, but last time I know he tweeted that or something along those lines. But yeah. When he tweeted that, at least he talks about the stuff. This is just you cosplaying as the character, which anybody can do that. I mean, yeah, granted, anybody can also talk about the anime or the manga that they talk about, but at least they watch it, or at least they read it before they actually talk about their opinions on it. Cosplay, you can cosplay as a character. You don't have to know or watch the anime or know about the story. You can just look at the character model and say, hey, I can do character model of that. This doesn't prove anything. You did a bad job. You're a bad simp, article. You're a bad simp writer. This article is a bad simping, and you're a bad simp. Oh my god, it goes on. It goes on and on and on. The simping is unstoppable. It's just, let me remind you people, this one tweet. It's just this one tweet. It was just this one tweet that spawned this article. That spawned this article, that spawned these many freaking texts of unending simping. It's insane. It's amazing. It's amazing the amount of simping this guy went through. What I find especially annoying is that so much of this gatekeeping is coming from other black people who are also not their target audience for overwhelming majority. Wow, Ryder! Did you just drop a bombshell on that? Black people who are also not the target audience for the overwhelming majority of anime series. Do you guys remember that Guardian video that talks about how we need more black representation of anime? Well, this writer comes in and say, oh, you black people are not the majority target audience for anime, therefore you don't, if these anime creators, if these anime or manga creators do not pander to you, that's just to be expected. You're not their target audience. Why do you do that, man? Why? Why? Why do you have to make that bombshell of a take? It's fucking stupid. Oh.
Okuyasu, I heard it as clear as day. This sick fuck said the N-word. I just remembered I have a meeting at 8:30. Racist!
Jesus, we're talking about black nerds who know that they're not welcome in the wider anime fandom, who are subject to anti-blackness coming from not only other fans within the community, but also some of the series they watch. In October, Blacktober launched as safe haven for black creators and cosplayers to showcase their art in fandoms that have long felt excluded. At points across the month, the Twitter hashtag challenge received backlash that involved racist slurs. It's a Twitter hashtag. Do you seriously expect everybody on a Twitter hashtag to tweet the things that you expect them to tweet? You fucking dullard. Oh my god, now I know you're a fucking poser. You don't even know how fucking social media works. It's a Twitter hashtag. Of course people are gonna hijack it and turn it into something else. In fact, they have. They already are turning it into something else. They have white Vember, apparently. They're turning dark-skinned anime characters or characters in general into white people. Because there are some people in Blacktober that turn anime characters that are not white, they are white, into characters that are not white. So white Vember is the opposite. But then people are going to come in and it's like, oh, but that's racism, etc., etc. It's insane. Racist slur, at a point across mod, the Twitter hashtag challenge received backlash that involved racist slurs being said to black artists and race-bent characters drawn via racist stereotypes with the intent to harm black people. But the people in Blacktober are also doing that. They race-bend characters into black people just for the sake of having representation. Just for the sake of representation. They race-bend the white people into black. Even though there are black characters in anime already. There are awesome black characters in anime. Dark-skinned characters in anime. Excuse me. But seriously, even graphic images and videos of real-life gore were tagged with the hashtag. And I suppose there are lolis in there too. Or sodas too, right? How awful. How terrible. Oh my god. The simping is... My god. Please tell... Okay, this is the last page. Thank god. Jesus Christ, this writer... Oh my god. It's insane the amount of... Rather than viewing Megan's interest in anime as a version of hip-hop's legacy of incorporating geek subcultures to her oeuvre publicly, these fans have decided that this is Highlander and there isn't room for her visible anime fanning. She's not really fanning anime though, right? She's not really doing that. As you said in your own article where you describe her activities, she's selling merchandise, making beauty products of anime. And sometimes only occasionally talks about an anime that she likes. It's... because they believe she thinks she's talking about her incredibly niche interest to get clout, and as a result, anime isn't so niche anymore. A lot of the comments scattered across the internet criticizing Megan Thee Stallion's love for anime try to pull her down a peg and say that she's not special for liking anime. To an extent, she's right. In 2020, anime is mainstream. No, it's not. It is not. It is not. It is not. And there are people who like to say that they are, but it is not. Compared to literally any other Western geek culture, anime is still relatively niche. Anime is still pretty niche. It is still pretty niche just because there are thousands of people. There are thousands of anime fans. There are millions of anime fans, but there are billions of people who in other fandoms. There are billions of other people in other fandoms. You're just outnumbered. Have you ever heard normies? This is why I said in my video, normies run the world. It's not us weebs who run the world. It's normies because we are overpowered by them. We are overwhelmed by them. It's normies who dominate the world. It's normies who have control over the world because we weebs are unfortunately cannot. We talk about that in a video, but seriously. Many people outside of Japan have a surface level familiarity with the animation style. Okay, hold on a second. Many people outside of Japan have a surface level familiarity with the animation styles and narratives used across the past 30 years of anime. Anime isn't something that you have to hide or that kids are bullied for liking the... Seriously? 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 This is just wrong. Wrong. Just wrong in every possible level. Anime isn't something that you have to hide that kids are bullied for liking. It's not just the kids that are being bullied. It's the adults that they're being ostracized. They're being mocked for liking anime. There are a lot of people who will mock you for liking anime. There are people who say, oh, you're a filthy weeb degenerate who like these kiddie anime stuff or whatever. Boomers, I say them. Boomers. Normies, I tell them. Normies. But they don't care. That's what they are, though. They're the freaking normies. There are a lot of normies in the world. A lot of normies that dominate the entire freaking country. It's insane. But let's go on anyway. But if Megan Thee Stallion isn't special for being into anime, neither are the people criticizing her and claiming that she's faking her interest just because they think they're special. I think it's not that they're not trying to convey the point that they are special. I think they're trying to convey the point that, as you described in the article, she's a sellout. That she's trying to go into anime just to sell her merch and just to make money and everything like that. I mean, I don't condone her. I don't exactly, not condone. I don't exactly. I mean, if she wants to, she can sell whatever she wants. But that's what people's points are criticizing. That's what people are trying to criticize her. You only reinforce that point rather than refuting that. You don't actually refute this entire thing. This is why I said you're a bad simp. You don't refute the point that people are saying. You are only confirming the point that people are saying. This is a really bad article, really bad simp, really bad simping of an article. And this got tweeted by the director of community marketing at Crunchyroll. Just to prove the point to everybody. Hey, guys, read this article. Crunchyroll is still relevant, y'all. Streamlabs, links down below. Jesus. But anyway, yeah, it's fucking stupid. Speaking of stupid, yesterday we retweeted art of a ship that was made some people uncomfortable. Oh my god. Danganronpa, we are sorry for that. There was no ill will in doing so. We don't even ship it. We thought the art was well drawn and fit one of the winners of the last match. If you found it uncomfortable, we are deeply sorry. We'll try to improve that. Seriously? Why are we doing this? I thought we've been over this. I can't believe that I don't even. It's still toxic. Toxic relationships aren't a good thing to ship. An artist put their work on a piece of art. These people just want to share their effort in art to show the artist is good art. Still a toxic ship. Does it matter though? It's fiction? You can make it not toxic? It's fiction? The characters are not real? I understand that art is good and well made, but that doesn't excuse the shipping thoughts. It's a fucking ship. Oh my god. In the end, it's still fictional though. Agreed. It would be the same as saying drawing and retweeting art that depicts a violent game means you would want violence in real life. Perfect. Boom. Right there. Exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm trying to say. Fiction affects reality. And I don't even know what ship they're talking about, but apparently this ship is toxic. A Danganronpa ship, according to the profile picture and the previous tweet. Are you saying that if an artist draws a toxic ship, they're automatically a person who supports toxic relationships in real life? That is a good question. You literally said, in the end, it's still fiction though. I'm not saying they do, but God is a toxic ship that could remind people of bad relationships of abuse. Anything in fiction can remind people of anything. Anything that has been done in fiction can remind people of bad things that have happened in real life. Any bad thing that happens in real life in the past. So we should ban every fiction then. Ban every fictional content because ban cars because someone might get traumatized by cars. Ban the entire Fast and Furious movies because there are car crashes and someone somewhere in the entire world got traumatized by a car crash. Therefore, we should ban the Fast and Furious movies. I mean, seriously, it's stupid. I still do not know what the freaking ship is. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But anyway, the trap meme comes from the stereotype that trans women are not real. Can we just, you know what? I'm going back to the election. At least it's boring, but goddamn, it's not, at least it's not the same freaking thing. Whatever. The trap meme comes from a stereotype that trans women are not real women. Wrong. Just wrong. And are only trans to trick men into sleeping with them. Wrong. That's why they're called traps, because the joke is you are being trapped into being gay, except the people who are in the in the respective traps characters are not trans. They are cross-dressers. Cross-dressers are not trans. We've already discussed this so many times already. I cannot believe some people still believe this. Because the joke is you are being trapped into being gay. The word is derogatory no matter how it's used. Well, there are some people who don't care that they're being trapped in being gay. They don't care that they're trapped. They don't care. They just like the characters in general. I mean, good for them, I guess. But it still doesn't dismiss the fact that none of the characters that are referred to as traps are actual trans people. They're cross-dressers. But you like to proclaim to them as... Oh my god! How many... The copy pasta! Oh my god. Why are you copy pasting this to everyone? This is so insane. The trap that's why they call trans, because the joke is you're being trapped to be gay. It's derogatory by existence. Because You do know the trap meme is based off the transphobic stereotype. No, it's not. No, it's not. However, the trap meme is based on the stereotype of trans people. No, it's not. No, it's not. It doesn't even have anything to do with trans move. Yep, it's on the list of LGBT slurs. Okay. So you see, this person tries to prove the fact that traps are very harmful. The word trap is very harmful, etc., and try to cite a Wikipedia article. The Wikipedia article also has AC/DC as it has AC/DC as an LGBT slur. Oh, God forbid, AC/DC. It means goes both ways. I mean, it's the electrical current. Yeah, I get it. It's AC. It's electrical current thing. It goes both ways. How is that a slur? I think if bisexual people are being described as AC/DC, especially if most people are gonna be referred to the band, they're gonna fucking love that. What the fuck? Anyway, anyone who tries to claim trap isn't a slur, pretty much most rational people in the planet Earth, is just admitting how new they are because they weren't around when it was literally openly being used as a slur constantly. No, we're not. We're not new. We're pretty much veterans of anime fans. We've been anime fans for like what? I've been an anime fan for like more than 5+ years now, and we know that it is that trap is not a slur in the context of the animes and the discussion of animes, but you like to recontextualize that into something else because you are more familiar with the LGBT plus fandom, which has nothing to do with anime. You are a fucking child. Your opinion is on history older than you is trash. Live with it. No, you're literally dumber than shit and not worth insulting if you literally think this is anything but something you should sincerely self-reflect on and then kill yourself for having written a serious question. Okay then. Okay. No you. No you. Moving on. Saying goodbye to the tomboy. Why? But why though? But why? Jovini the Hyena to $7. Wikipedia articles being used as citations must be an amateur college essay. Tomato sauce to $1. Why should I take these seriously if one of these slurs the name of a band? Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Ladies and gentlemen, $6 more before we get to $50. Let's see if we can make it. Seriously. Is the word femboy transphobic? Okay, at this point, just every word is transphobic at this point. Every word. Just claim every word, every sentence, everything is transphobic, etc. This is old, but I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's July 30, 2020. It is pretty old. This is old, but I don't give a fuck. I'm a trans girl. It's trans misogynistic. That people can die. To me, people can die before I'll let them use a word that's been used to dehumanize me for my entire life. Okay, hold on a second. Femboy does not mean you. It just means boys who act feminine, who doesn't want to transition. Those boys exist. I have actually known people who are boys and they act very feminine. I even have friends, like actual friends, who do that sort of stuff, but they do not want to identify as a woman. I mean, what's next? Tomboy as a slur. The disappearance of this gender trope means progress for identity. This is your reminder that femboy is a trans misogynistic fetishizing slur that cis people and trans should not be using. Femgay is a femgay. What the fuck is femgay? Femgay is a non-fetishistic alternative to describe feminine gay people. There's also lavender boy. Please be respectful to trans femmes. I don't think people can be respectful to you when you ask this really stupid thing. This is a very weird assumption that you're assuming that people who refer to femboy, we're not referring to you as femboy. If you're a trans woman, then you're a trans woman. I know a lot of people were using it as a wholesome term or a joke, but it carries too much of a weight that has been too heavily fetishized to frame it that way. I don't get why people are complaining that a certain term is being fetishized or that a certain thing is being fetish. I don't get it. Why is that a bad thing? I mean, people like fetish stuff. Why is that bad? Why is that a bad thing? There are people, if trans people are being fetishized, for example, isn't that a good thing? Is that people love trans people? But it's objectification argument, etc., etc., and that women should not be fetishized, but men are apparently, or that it should be only a certain group of people are allowed to be fetishized. There are those that should not be fetishized whatsoever because arbitrary gender equality, arbitrary equality. Not really equality at the end of the day, but anyway. But it carries too much weight and has been too heavily fetishized to frame that way. It is a slur that only trans feminine people can reclaim. I'm not here to argue, well, I'm not here to argue about whether or not the term is a slur or not. Many trans femmes say it is. Why? They're not, I don't think the word refers to you. And it's some trans femmes say it isn't. Regardless, it's a word that is actively used to hurt people. Please avoid it using it and stick to alternative terms. As a TME person, I'm not the one you should be arguing over this. Listen to trans feminine people. Also, I already muted this, so like, don't bother quote retweeting. I don't care. Well, there you go then. You don't care. Then I'm just gonna move on. Okay, what is this? It is hard to believe Comrade Elizabeth pays taxes on her OnlyFans. Taxes are good. Reason number infinity plus one of why children are not allowed internet, featuring Sargon. Wait, that's Sargon? Okay, anyway. Kid gets sexually harassed. This is why kids should be allowed on the internet. Wait, yes. Kid gets sexually harassed. This is why kids shouldn't be allowed on the internet. Yes. 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 Unironically, yes. Kid gets sexually harassed on the internet. This is why kids shouldn't be allowed on the internet. Yes. Unironically, yes. Exactly. This is the internet equivalent of you shouldn't have been alone in public, sweetheart. Yes. Are you saying, wait, is that a grooming term? But removing the grooming term or the grooming context, that is a good advice. You shouldn't have been alone in public. It's a good advice in general. Wait, how is this bad again? Both of these are very base advice, but apparently you tried to paint it as bad. But okay, whatever. Oh. One Piece. What Oda's female character designs actually say about beauty standards? They say nothing. Nothing at all. It just says that women are attractive. It just says that One Piece women are attractive. Oda's infamous 3 circles and an X approach to female character design does real harm even if it's unintentional. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Real harm to what? To bunch of really insecure people who are insecure about their bodies, who cannot achieve the most perfect, hourglass figure or the figures that the One Piece... Why are you even trying to achieve the figures that these One Piece characters are trying to achieve? Why? You're a normal person. You're not an anime character. What is this beauty standard the media is trying to paint people? The media is trying to paint everybody that this is what men like, this is the kind of women that men like, and that you should be this if you want to like men, if you want men to like you, etc., etc. Or if you want to be considered beautiful. Well, yes. You do have to be like that, unless if you're trying to say that fat people are attractive. Okay, I suppose to some people fat people are attractive. To some people, ugly people are attractive, but again, it really depends. It's just fiction. It's media. Of course, they're going to exaggerate a bunch of things, especially anime. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's stupid. Does anyone think that Persona helped cure their autism? God damn it, 4chan. Why? I'm not in the mood for some of your autistic posts. Come on. I played Persona 5 and I'm pretty much the main character, but in real life. Good for you. So I decided to try out the things he did to make friends and get girlfriends. So what you're trying to tell me is that Persona is a live sim that works to make people's lives a lot less miserable. What? I started by making a social link chart like in the game and writing down my social links. I mean, you can do that, I guess. Writing down my social links. I act dangerous and my mysterious like the main character. Anna donated $2. That tweet was arguing that minors not being on the internet is a form of victim blaming. That's stupid. But anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Can we make it to $50, guys? Can we make it to $50 to go for today's stream? Just 4 more bucks. But anyway. I act dangerous and mysterious like the main character and started wearing a blazer around when I'm outside. I brought a Sujin Academy pin. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh, that's so cringe. And this is so cringe. And this is coming from someone who role plays as a freaking velvet room attendant. I'm pretty far in my social link with the girls in the apartment next door. Probably 6 or 7 with both of them. Okay, Furchan, that is one very funny thing you're doing here. I left a calling card too, like in the game, to let them know I was gonna steal their... I know in the game if you date multiple people it's bad, but I have until Valentine's Day to figure the situation out. No! No, dude, don't do that. They're gonna beat the living shit out of you. Discord servers are like mementos. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, fucking, I love this. This is such a fucking... Oh, I need this. Thank you for Chad. I need something funny just to fucking get through all of the cringe. I mean, I can dive into debate people until I prove the worldview of that server. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. That's like the public perception meter in the game, and I keep track of that too. When I get 100%, I think they'll give me bot to the server. Oh, man. Basically, does anyone else do this stuff? I mean, I don't know what to say, dude. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's a fucking 4chan joke post. I used to struggle with making friends and only kiss a girl once. She did not like it. Oh. Can't think why. But after playing Persona and seeing myself in the main character spot, I definitely have become a lot cooler and more attractive. Sure. Sure you are. Sure you are. Oh, sure you are. Oh. Oh, man. This post is a joke. This poke is a freaking joke. It's just, it is the funniest fucking thing. Oh, man. But if it isn't a joke, well, I mean, it's 4chan. You can't exactly tell if the people out there are joking or not, but goddamn. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Oh my, what? It's a Bolsonaro. Isn't that the Brazilian politician? The problem is not that a person identifies himself as a man or a woman when biologically he is not. Gender ideology promotes psychic violence. Psychic violence? Okay, something has to be lost in translation on that. By forcing me to identify as a man, as a person that my perception sees as a woman. It's my brain state imprisonment. Why do you post that? Why? Why do you post that? Why? Oh, that's his son. But why? Why do you post that? Of all the things, what the fuck? 6716 donated $4. That is the most autistic thing I've ever seen, and I did a dramatic reading of Sonic Passion. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. And wow, what the fuck was that? What a way to end the stream, ladies and gentlemen. That is indeed the end of the stream. That is the end of the stupid stuff. Not much of stupid stuff, but still very, very stupid nonetheless. Man, that sip has been sipping quite a lot. And I just want to say, we managed to reach the $50 goal. So, good job for everybody. You are all amazing. You're all fantastic. We've reached the $50 goal just barely close before the end. God bless you. God bless you, my wonderful girlfriend as well. Love you so much. We've reached the goal. God bless. Victory team has been reached. But anyway, moving on for the victory team, it is the end of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining in. It has been an absolute blast. Somebody was asking on Twitter, how did you answer this if you're streaming? I'm watching you right now. I don't know. Maybe a ghost decided to access my Twitter account. It's a thing. The ghosts have come in and invade everybody's Twitter account. I got hacked, maybe. I don't know. But it's mysterious. Anyway, thank you so much for joining in. I'll see you all on the next stream. Hopefully no election stuff. There's not a lot of election stuff in this stream, but no election stuff for next week. Hopefully. Take care.